I'm stuck by the bell. Oh, hey, just so. With a bunch of Sepith. Did you know the Bell of Crossbow was recovered in S1185, but it was known of long before researchers relocated it. Its documented history dates back to the Middle Ages, and it helped inspire the name Crossbell. Well, that doesn't help the fact that where am I? Anyways, hello everyone. My name's Kane, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails from Zero. Last time we got to explore Crossbell a bit, learning more about our job and all that. And this time, I'm by a bell. Nah, in all seriousness, where I am is in the Geofront A sector. Went ahead and did a teensy bit of exploring here. I didn't do anything serious, but I thought I'd go ahead and just open up there, because why not? But, yeah, I didn't even do that much farming. I fought a few enemies on the way here, but not really a whole lot. Point is, we should be fine. But anyways, we're down here because we still need to take down a monster. Not this guy, but this guy is gonna get it. There we go. There's something very satisfying about that. Very good. But yeah, we're looking for a bat down here for our main side quest. And I don't even remember the layout of this place, so... we're just gonna fight everything we come across. Kill the bat. Kill him! Swift and sure. I thought I would have hit you first. Just keep it as is for now. We can just beat you up. I might get her a bit, but nothing I can't survive. Overkill. Alright, we're looking for a Megiddo bat or something. Not this guy. This guy's a bat, but not the bat we're looking for. These bats do suck, though. And I need all the experience I can get my hands on. Come here. Plus all the Sepith I can get my hands on. Not to mention that, because I am going to probably try and farm whenever I can. Because I want to max out everyone's Sepith slots. Wait. I think we just got into some kind of like chain battle. Bruh. Yep, there are chain battles in this game. I noticed the tutorials mention that, but that's the first time we saw it, I think. And I think it even gives an extra multiplier for stuff, too. Alright, this is where we were able to get up to last time. Should probably go ahead and save. If I could speak, that would also be nice. I think we found our foe. Exterminate. Megiddo bat. Everyone's got their main move available. You know what? Let's use a battle scope. A bat that became fat after sucking too much blood. Uses its weight to fight. Very weak to water, though. But immune to basically every status effect under the sun. Ah. I could try and go for the... yeah, I'll go try for this. I need to lower down the speed of that. Let's see. Let's try power smashing. Counter. Counter. I'm gonna analyze. These guys are weak to fire and earth. Got it. In which case, let's just go ahead. Counter. I'm going to move you away. So we've got all the minions dealt with. It's just Big Boy Bat here. Reminds me. Earth will be fine to use against it. Yeah, we can use art. We can afford to use it. Arts. Ow. Crimson Gate! Oh. I can heal before it happens. There we go. Not a go! Not a go! Not a go! Not a go! Heal. Ow. Keep healing. We'll be fine. Ah, crap. I meant to hit this someone else's S-break. Well, this will work too. Alright. Good work, everyone. Oh, that thing was a complete pushover compared to the one Arios took down. That may be so, but as long as we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Agreed. Also, I just deactivated the lock on the inner door. That should save us a lot of time, so we should exit that way. Gotcha. Why didn't you even do that? Well, let me go heal back up. Never mind. We're gonna not heal up that way. There are two pathways here. This elevator cannot be used at the moment. Gotcha. Whee! Whee! Oh, is this? It is! Huh. So that's what that other door's for. I was wondering what that was for. Sorry, I was just... Okay, sorry, I was looking at something. Well, let's get out of here. Is it Sergey?
Hi.
Lloyd Bannings of the Special Sports Section speaking.
It's me. How are things going?
Chief Sergey. Actually, we just eliminated the monster from the request.
Perfect. Glad things are going well. Where are you now?
We just exited the Geofront.
You're not too far away then.
What?
I need you guys to investigate something immediately. Drop your sport request for now and make it your top priority.
Huh? Got it. So, what is it that needs investigating?
Head over to downtown district on the double. It's in the southeastern part of the city. Some residents there contacted the police. Currently, two delinquent gangs that have been at each other's throats are about to start a brawl.
What?
Stop them before there's trouble. Good luck.
What the? Hold on! Stopping at fighting exactly what I call an investigate. He hung up on me! What do you say?
Judging from the look on your face, I can tell it ain't gonna be good time.
You can say that. Here's what's going on. Delinquent gangs in the downtown district.
Didn't we run into some of those brats when we were down there earlier?
According to the database, there are two rival gangs who claim the district as their territory, the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Apparently, skirmishes between the two have become daily occurrences. There never used to be any gangs like that in the city. Guess a lot's changed. Anyway, we should hurry there and assist the situation. We have to find a way to calm them down before the situation escalates. I agree.
Downtown district it is then.
So, we can do that. Or, I want to try again. Can I... Okay, nope. What... I keep hitting the wrong button. I want to see if I can go to the administrative... no, I want to go to SSS first. Because I want to check out... Can I turn these requests in? There we go. Done. You've been promoted. Present with the Bravery Badge. The Bravery Badge. Let's take a look at that. Bravery Badge. Prevents Seal and Strength 5. Seal is... Remind me again? Help manual. Normal... Okay. Paralyze. Okay. What's our next reward after that, then? After that is Information Quartz. Very nice. I like having that. Grail Locket, my god. I wonder if there's any more achievements that we completed. First class, all info, quests, completed a chapter without suffering a KO in battle. Completed a chapter without fleeing from battle. Completed the game with all party less than or equal to level 40. There's some interesting achievements here. Plenty of which you can't even get on a first playthrough. With the tactical bonus of 3 times or more. Defeat 2,000 enemies. My god. Raise any one character to level 50. I wonder if that's the max level in this game then. Had 1 million mirror or more. All fish. All decorations and Enigma covers. Back Alley, Dr. Glenn, and Crossbow Times. Quartz, recipes, quests, combat notebook. Wow, some of these are... No. That was almost a big mistake there. Okay. So the guide I'm using mentions a couple things to prepare. So first off, we should go to a store and get some battle scopes to make sure we have not this. Let's see, battle scopes. We have 5,000 Mira. We have 4 of these. The guide recommends having 4. We'll buy an extra 4. I know I already have 4, but why not have another extra? The guide also recommends having a couple tier bombs, so we'll buy 2 more of these. As for what next, anything else of intrigue? What about orbments? I should probably go take a look at whatever orbments I can get. Not this. First of all, I could upgrade if I really wanted to. What about quartz, though? I feel like I should prioritize getting some quartz. So, currently Lloyd has Earth. What would Lloyd be good with? Maybe action would be pretty nice for Lloyd. I won't be opposed to that. Lloyd having... You know what? Yeah, we'll give Lloyd action 1. Question. Well, that was not my question, but it's given me an answer anyways. I didn't mean to accidentally do that. I just instinctively hit A. Whoops. Oops. Okay. Alright then, in that case, I forgot to equip that. What? Wait. When did I have it? I don't remember having this. What? Anyways, give the action one, and detection displays treasure chest locations on the minimap. I have no reason to not equip this right now, I guess. Give it to... What does Mirage give, if I might ask? Not that. Lists. Mirage. If I could get four, I could get Chaos Brand, but that ain't happening right now. I don't think we're going to be getting anything of that quality at this moment. Increases chance of cooking a peculiar dish. I wonder if one of these gives an increased amount of experience obtained. Absorb earth, fire, water, and wind magic attacks. That's cool. Absorb 1% of magic damage dealt as the EP. I didn't really look at all of these. Hang on. Let's start from earth. EP recovers on the field. All at Sepith. HP. Cooking chance. Blind. Killer. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm looking at things that really don't matter right now. Let's see here. Where's the... What are the... Chrono down. Decelerates time in an area. Ooh. Already we get chrono down. We already get time slowing. I guess I could give you detection. I don't know if that's going to give you... It gives you something. It gives you quake. Causes a small localized earthquake. Okay. I can accept that. Ooh. Wait. Oh, that's a cool way of having that. Huh. Makes it easier to see things. Interesting. Sorry. Okay. The other thing that this guide mentions is that before heading in there, it might be a good idea to try and give Lloyd, just Lloyd apparently, to max CP if we can. Now, do I need that though? I don't know. However, Okay. We're not gonna do it. I think we'll be fine. Instead, we're gonna quickly save the game, which I think I literally just did, so I don't know why I did that. And we're gonna head on over there, I think. Yeah. Stop switching characters, Caden. Yeah, the guide's saying just to make sure Lloyd's kind of the stronger one at the moment, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, I think we've got everything I want before heading on, because it sounds like we might be getting close to the end of the chapter. You know what? There is one other thing we can do. Assuming reading this guide makes me think that I'm going to want to be as strong as I can. So maybe I could actually give... I could increase the defense of everybody. Should I be doing this? Probably not. Gonna be real with you. I gotta remember I can equip things easier, but... Let's sell these jackets. I don't need leather boots. Though, speaking of boots... Also, speaking of things that I should change... Options. I noticed in my checking around earlier, you can actually adjust how fast this speed up factor is. I think that's really cool. However, for basic combat, for whenever I'm recording, I think I'm going to want things to be at their basic levels, which is the speed up factor for battle is normally 4, and the speed up factor for a field is normally 2. I do really like that you can adjust that, though. That's really cool, I think. I don't really think this is going to be of intrigue. Do I want... How expensive are the shoes again? That's going to be like most of my money remaining, but I'm honestly kind of okay with that for some reason. Ugh. Spider. Yeah, just killed it. Ugh, I hate spiders. Anyways, what was I doing? I hate spiders. Sorry, I'm going crazy. Fine sandals. Flower pumps. I bought an extra pair of flower pumps that I didn't need. Oh well. We can fix that issue. I still got a decent chunk of change. Alright, I think we're good. It sounds like the rest of the chapter is basically going to be happening here, so... Kind of just want to make sure I was as ready as I could be, but at the same time, it's also the prologue, so I can't... I really hope I'm not expected to be the most powerful thing in the world here. Anyways, shall we? So somewhere in the back alley... Where? I could have sworn they said in the back alley. Where am I supposed to go? Hang on, am I crazy? Not here. I turned in. Downtown district. I'm an idiot. Whoops. Downtown district is this way. All right, what's going on? Look, over there.
Check it out. Looks like things are about to get heated.
Oh, it's not good.
Hey, you blue bastards! Keep on all smug, and we're gonna put you right where you belong in the dirt. Yeah, you damn bugs been getting on our nerves for far too long. Break balls of you to pull out this underhand crap on us.
This is precisely why you Neanderthals are so annoying. We don't need to rely on underhand tactics to take care of hoodlums like you. And besides, you're the ones who sent one of our men to the hospital. What's the saying, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth? You better prepare yourselves, because we're gonna pass judgment on you.
I'm by us, you blue bastards. Well, doesn't need you to be here for us to kick your asses.
You took the words right out of our mouth. Well, wasting some presents is unnecessary for us to take out trash like you. Prepare for the crusade, everyone. It's time we eliminate these Saber Viper scum.
Hold it!
Well, I've never seen any of you before.
Cease your fighting immediately. Your thoughtless actions are causing a disturbance for all the residents living here.
Huh? Who do you think you are, coming out of nowhere and bossing us around? Oh, I guess we do just look like a bunch of randos to them.
How we proceed? Look, we're with the CBD Special Support Section. We receive requests from residents of the area to intervene.
You're police officers. Ain't no way in hell.
There's no way police would respond to requests like that. They never come here. If you're gonna lie, at least come up with a better one than that.
We're being serious. Regardless, that doesn't change the fact that you're disturbing the other residents.
If you're so intent on handing out ass kickings, then why not take it outside the city? I'm sure you guys could use the exercise.
You got guts, I'll give you that. think you can waltz in the downtown district and run your mouth like that?
We have our own code we follow here. If you keep pushing your luck, all it'll get you is a trip to an early grave.
Damn it.
We ain't getting through these punks at all.
There are no other conclusions to this situation. Suppose we have no other choice. Fine.
Oh, what do we have here? I didn't notice how cute those two chicks were. Try to act so cool so you can impress them? Yeah, why don't you ditch these losers and hang out with some real men?
You really are a bunch of Neanderthals. This isn't the time to be hitting on women. How about we just get rid of these pests first? We can continue our fight afterward. Are you okay with that, you red worms?
Yeah, fine by us. Take him down, boys.
Ah, crap. So we've got a bunch of enemies here we gotta scan, actually, it turns out. This is why we are asked to get the battle scopes. Remember, this Saber Viper's paralyzed with stun knife. Nail bat. Ow. Okay, now we can actually focus on fighting you guys. Ugh. Ow. Well, I actually appreciate the increase in damage. Don't get too cocky. You need to do something. What do you mean, don't get too cocky? You're the ones not doing anything. Damn, these guys are no amateurs. Sorry, I'm looking at some.
Those two bitches. I thought they were just arm candy.
It was with her staff. That thing nearly fried me.
What the hell? Stop screwing with us. You guys really are bracers, aren't you?
I told you already. We're police officers. People really have lost all the trust in the police.
Fine, have it your way. We're done playing nice. This time you're all dead.
Yeah, let's do this, man. I'm gonna show them the true power of the Testaments, even if they are bracers.
What the hell you guys think you're doing?
I think you've all done quite enough.
Leaders? I see.
Wald!
Wazzy.
You came.
Oh, these guys must be...
Looks like our head honchos have entered the battlefield.
You guys been having a fun while I was snapping? So, anyone gonna explain what the hell's going on here? How we put this? We were trying to teach some blue bastards a lesson, and these four chumps came out of nowhere and interrupted our fight. You moron! Didn't I tell you to use that damn head of yours before you start shit? Are you dumbasses trying to piss all over my reputation by taking up fights in public? Is that it? No, sir. Not at all. We never do anything to piss on your reputation.
And what do you all have to say for yourselves? Should I take this to mean that you're not capable of following my orders? Oh, wait, hold on, Wazzy. They started taunting us, that's why we... Enough your excuses. As members of the Brotherhood, you should know better than this. I understand. We'll reflect upon our actions. It's fine, as long as you guys understand.
You guys are the same as ever. A bunch of freaking weirdos. Nate and your men dressed up in those creepy-ass threads. You'd think you're a co-leader or something.
I didn't force anyone to wear these garments. And how about you? Taking your anger out on your subordinates. Is there any way for a leader to act?
What's with these two?
I can't gauge their relationship.
Anyway, we've got more important matters to deal with. You four, is it true you're actually police officers? If so, you sure don't look the part.
From the looks of it, yeah, they ain't half bad at fighting, not though. Especially the redhead. Dude's built like an ox. Well, thanks, buddy. Can't say I hold a candle to you, though. As for the two ladies with you, there's no way you can convince me they're police officers. Gotta admit they're good-looking gals, though.
How flattering. It's true, though. We're the CPD's new recruits. We're with the Special Support Section, a division that was just established.
Oh, you're the ones that appeared in today's issue of the Crossbill Times, then?
Leave it to the Crossbell Times to be on top of things.
Huh? These guys pull off something big.
Yeah, apparently they were a pathetic opening act to one of the Guild's dramatic act rescues. Oh, I'm sorry. I suppose your so-called contributions did help, if only slightly. Ugh. Don't make that face. I'll stop teasing you poor guys. My name's Wazi. Wazi Hemisphere. I suppose you could call me the leader of the Testaments.
Huh.
Why uncertainty?
Well, you fit the image of a leader far more than I do. That shiny bald head of yours is the perfect thing to rally troops around.
Enough screwing around. The name's Walt Wales, leader of the Saber Vipers.
So you're Wazy and Wald, then? Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Lloyd Bannings of the CPD's Special Support Section. I imagine that you don't intend on escalating the conflict any further. Is it fine if I leave the rest to you two? What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking how wonderfully naive you are.
You think we plan on de-escalating the situation? What kind of dumbass train of thought is that?
The only reason we stopped this is because we haven't finished the preparations. We plan on having the ultimate showdown once we're ready.
And when we finally do go at it, you can bet it ain't gonna be the child's play you just saw. Which one of us is gonna be left standing? We ain't stopping until one side's nothing but corpses.
What?
You're kidding me, right? You guys really trying to kill each other? Don't know why you're acting all surprised. Though it's pretty obvious which one of us will get their asses handed to them right now.
Keep running your mouth while you still can. At any rate, this is none of your business. A bunch of government dogs, heck, a bunch of rookies like you should just stay out of this.
What? Time to roll out, boys. Yeah.
Let's get going too.
Yes, sir.
Well, whoops, I'm trying to grab a charger. It's my foot, and I don't even know what buttons I'm hitting it. Well, they're quite the handful. I get the feeling they were completely serious about everything they said too.
Yeah, based on what we saw, this place will be a war zone in the next few days. Things are gonna get real bloody, I can tell.
We have technically completed the mission assigned to us by the chief. This problem is beyond the scope of our mission, correct?
I disagree. As things stands, I don't think we can truly call our mission complete just yet. We just walk off now, then the police will never regain the citizens' trust.
A convincing argument. You're right, Lloyd. Now we've gotten involved, we need to find some way to stop them from fighting.
Bit of a tall order, ain't it? He didn't strike me as the type to start playing nice just because someone told him to.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, let's handle it ourselves. I doubt we'd receive any support if we send in a request to headquarters. It seems like our best course of action is to take care of this ourselves.
Oh, should we at least report in and see what headquarters has to say? They might offer to increase patrols in the area.
I doubt it. Think about it. Those guys were causing a scene in broad daylight. They knew the police wouldn't show up to stop them. I think headquarters has intentionally abandoned the downtown district.
Oh. According to the database, the patrols in this district have been drastically decreased as of late. It seems the purpose was budget related.
Looks like we were right. Doesn't that mean we're kind of screwed? Why not just confront each group head on, beat their asses, and make sure they don't step out of line?
I'm going to pretend that I didn't hear that, Randy. Hold on a sec. Why do they even want to wipe each other out in the first place? Fair enough.
I'm not actually sure either.
Ain't it obvious? They're a bunch of heated hooligans trying to take control of some territory.
I don't think that's the case. If it were that simple, they wouldn't need to completely wipe each other out. Yeah. So there's something deeper here then. It'd make more sense if they were competing over a vested interest, but they're just a simple gang of delinquents. So why is it necessary for them to go to such lengths? Huh.
I'm impressed by your deduction. Likewise.
I am a detective!
Yeah, man.
What's wrong? Did I say something strange?
Not at all. I was just thinking that you truly earned those detective qualifications of yours.
Yeah, you ain't half bad. Now think about it, didn't seem like the leaders hated each other's guts all that much.
There's a strong possibility that some underlying reason is driving the conflict. One known only to them, and serious enough to warrant the two groups trying to wipe each other out.
Yeah, that was my thought process. Well, there's only one thing left to do, right?
You know it.
Shall we pay the Saber Vipers and Testament to visit them? Which of the two should we try to speak to first?
So the guide actually says that we're gonna that we should go handle up the testaments first, and that is what we shall do once I save the game. Should I heal, you think? You know what? It wouldn't hurt to heal, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it would hurt to heal. Can I heal in the SSS building? I don't actually know if I can. I'd assume maybe if I go to my room? Yes, I can! Very nice. Very, very nice. The only other thing... There's no other weapon upgrades I can get here, right? I didn't figure. Never hurts to check, though. This is not the right spot. Alright, in that case... child, out of the way. In that case, yeah, we can deal with either the Testaments or the, Vipers first. And we're gonna deal with Trinity, which is the Testaments.
A billiards table?
Must be one of those billiards clubs. Seems like a pretty nice place.
Trinity. This facility seems to possess a legitimate business permit.
So this is a Testaments hangout.
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh, it's you.
What do you want? What? You're... Those police dogs.
Hello there. Sorry to intrude. The sign said you were open, so I figured we'd come by and have a friendly chat.
Do you really think you can just waltz in here like this? What do you want with us? You better have a good reason for being here. If you come to fight, we'll continue where we left off and settle things once and for all. Stop. Abbas, why are you stopping us? Do not forget, this place is our sanctuary. Cease your petty arguments. What are your orders, Wazi?
Let's see. Ah, there he is. Don't see the harm in letting them stay.
Understood.
Thanks.
What's the matter with these people?
They look as if they're about to hold some kind of ceremony.
Yeah. Hello, Wazi.
Well, why are you here? Didn't I tell you guys already? I don't have anything to say to a bunch of dogs.
Just because you don't have anything to say to us doesn't mean the opposite holds true. We'd appreciate if you could cooperate with us in an investigation.
An investigation?
Let me just say up front that I don't intend to put our fight with the Vipers on hold. The residents may be bothered by our little scuffles, but they'll just have to deal with it until it's all over.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not here to stop your dispute with the Vipers. We came here to find out the reason behind it. Why are the both of you trying to wipe each other out?
Huh?
That's... Silence. Let Wazzy handle this. Sorry.
Considering your reactions, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Care to share the details with us?
Even if I bother explaining the details to you, what could you possibly hope to accomplish? If you were bracers, that'd be one thing, but what are the police going to do? Are you guys really planning on helping out a bunch of ruffians like us?
I'll admit that the police have been awfully negligent when it comes to the downtown district. And you're not wrong. Knowing the details doesn't necessarily mean that we'd be able to help you out. After all, we're not bracers. We don't prioritize the safety of civilians like they do.
Oh there, pal.
Wait a minute, Lloyd.
What's the point of us what's the point of us talking then? You honestly think I'd graciously provide you information with nothing in return? Has no one taught you the concept of giving and taking?
That's where you're wrong. I do have something to give in return.
Oh? Do tell.
A detective's job is to shine a light on the secrets that lie deep in the shadows of society. At least that's what I was taught growing up. If your heart holds even the slightest bit of that darkness known as doubt, then we can help relieve you of that shadow looming over you. We'll uncover the truth, no matter what. That is what I have to give in return.
Impressive.
Fantastic! Absolutely fantastic! It's not every day you get to hear an overly dramatic speech of that caliber. You're Lloyd, right? I like you. It's been a while since I've had such a good laugh.
I wasn't saying that at all to get a laugh. Anyway, what's your answer? Will you share with us your reason for wanting to wipe out the Saber Vipers?
Alright, fine. It'd be rude of me to deny you after such a rousing speech. Abbas, if you would, please.
Understood. I've yet to introduce myself. My name is Abbas. I'm a member of the Testaments.
Oh, pleased to meet you. He's huge. Is he a bodybuilder or something?
The incident responsible for our dispute occurred 5 nights ago. One of our members was ambushed by the Vipers in a nearby alleyway.
Uh-oh. Ambushed?
Would you say that it wasn't just a normal everyday fight?
It wasn't a fight at all. He took a heavy blow to the back of his head and was beaten by a group of guys well after he lost consciousness. It was a massacre. They beat him so bad that he was sent to the hospital.
Damn, no mercy at all, huh?
So how's the victim doing now?
Based on what we've heard from the hospital, he hasn't regained consciousness yet. They finished treating his other wounds, but the blow to his head was more serious than it first appeared. We're currently waiting for further updates on his condition.
I see. Interesting. And I get the feeling the Saber Vipers have the same kind of issue where someone of the Testaments attacked them. So I'm wondering, is this some sort of... Is someone behind the scenes... Is there someone behind the scenes or a group behind the scenes that's making them fight each other?
Is it safe to assume that you didn't report this attack to police?
Why would we? I can't imagine they'd offer any assistance. Regardless, the culprits are clear. Involving the police would only interfere with our plans to deal with the situation ourselves.
I see. Hold on. If the victim has yet to regain consciousness, how can you claim with certainty that the Saber Vipers are the culprits?
Hey, she's right. Is this all only based on circumstantial evidence?
Despite what you may think, we're not so simple-minded. We're known for being a fair bit sharper than our meathead counterparts. Though I suppose you may find that hard to believe. Wazzy, we've got good reasons to be sure that the Vipers are the culprits. I'm sure you can deduce what that reason is, Mr. Detective.
Well... It'd probably be the wounds on the victim, wouldn't it? I think I know. You were able to discern their identities by the type of wound inflicted, right?
Right you are, my friend.
While most of the injuries were bumps and bruises, there were also a few lacerations. It was as though they'd used something both sharp and blunt in their assault.
Bumps and bruises, paired lacerations from something both sharp and blunt. Oh,
Gotcha. I figure it was done by a nail bat like we saw one of them using earlier.
I see. The wounds inflicted on him could certainly serve as decisive pieces of evidence.
I think I've got a good grasp of what's happened now. Thank you. This information was very helpful.
Sure, no problem. Is that all you wanted, though? Here I was thinking you had come in here to beg us to stop our plans for revenge.
I'd obviously love for you to refrain from carrying out your plans against the Vipers, but I still don't have enough information to come to a conclusion yet. We need to pay the Saber Vipers a visit and hear their side of the story first. If we're able to figure out anything new, we'll let you know.
Well, alright then. Looks like you're dead set on carrying out this little investigation of yours, Mr. Detective. I'll be waiting with bated breath to see what you turn up. And don't forget, if your investigation fails, we'll turn this district into a bloodbath.
Understood. I'll be sure to bring you back information that won't leave you disappointed. Apparently I'm supposed to talk to somebody here. You, Kien. Wait, no.
You may not know this about us, but we don't really act alone. We stand together. But that day, Azel was going home for the first time in a while. When we found Azel, he was already collapsed on the ground, covered in cuts and bruises. That was definitely the work of a nail bat those brutes are so fond of. Damn it.
I see. Thanks for taking the time to give us information.
I only talked to you because Wazzy asked me to. Don't get so full of yourselves, you incommodate cops.
Better listen well. Trinity's Wazzy's holy ground. You pay a price to get in the way.
Azel's the one that got ambushed. We're gonna take revenge for our comrade. Wazy forbade us from acting without his permission, though.
I think the guide has mistyped the character's name because the game labels this guy as Kientz with a T, but he doesn't have a T in his name. Okay. I'm gonna first save. Well, let's head to the east side now and talk to Saber Vipers. Hi there.
You're those cops.
Those clothes. Is this place supposed to be the Saber Vipers' home?
This is a music venue known as Ignis. I believe it was originally a warehouse, but has since been remodeled. They do not pay taxes, so I'm unaware of the specifics.
Don't just ignore me. I may be a rookie, but I'm a proud member of the Vipers all the same.
Oh, sorry about that. We were hoping to have a discussion with your boss. Do you think you could let us in?
You want to see Wald? There's no way to give a bunch of police dogs like you the time of day.
But,
No means no. Get the hell out of here.
well, this isn't how I imagined this be going.
Gotta admit, for a delinquent, he's a cute, bright-eyed kid.
Hello there. Can I ask what your name is?
Me? I'm Dino. What's it to you?
Dino, huh? What a tough-sounding name. So, Dino, seems like you're put in charge of keeping watch for anyone suspicious, right?
That's right. Walt personally assigned this job to me. I can't have any of those testament jerks breaking in here. I definitely wasn't forced into this post by the other members.
That makes sense. It's a very important job. But we aren't members of the Testament. There shouldn't be any problems for you to let us in, correct?
But I saw you all fighting with our guys earlier. If I let you in,
You say fighting, but a little scuffle like that's the same as saying hello for you Saber Vipers, right? Besides, your boss didn't seem to mind it at all.
but
If you still aren't willing to trust us, then...
What are you doing, Ellie?
What's the meaning of this? Here, take it. You know what? Hold on to my pistol while we're inside. This is incredibly precious to me. I hope you'll take good care of it until I return.
fine, I get alright. You don't have to take it that far. I'll go and ask Walt if you can enter. You better not sneak in while I'm gone.
Well, damn. Thanks, Ellie.
Damn, that was a ballsy move.
It certainly shocked me.
That was impressive, Ellie. I don't think I'd be able to pull off a negotiation like that.
I'm quite familiar with these types of situations, so feel free to rely on me.
Why are you familiar?
I don't think that approach would work on someone like Walt, though. You'd be better off speaking to him in a similar manner as you did with Wazzy.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Walt, we'll see you now. You got the okay coming, but if I catch you trying to pull any funny business, you're finished.
Thank you.
If you'll excuse us then. So apparently, I want to save my game right here because we're about to have something happen, which I can already predict.
So, this is what it's like inside. It's too noisy.
You're right. They turned it into a music venue.
Damn, this place their hangout. I'm almost a little jealous. I was waiting for you to show up.
Hello.
Sure got some stuns if you think you just walk in here. They must have a death wish or something.
Howdy.
Look at those looks like those blue bastards told you most of the details already. What are you here for then? You gonna arrest us?
Not at all. We were hoping to ask for your cooperation in our investigation. If you don't mind, why exactly do you want to destroy the testaments? We've heard their side of the story, so we'd like to hear yours now.
Huh? Why?
Is the testament statement not sufficient enough to explain their feud?
No, it's not. The truth can easily change depending on who you talk to and what they claim they saw. Yeah, because it makes sense why the testaments would want to destroy the Saber Vipers, but the same can't be said in reverse. It's likely that they have the same situation going on where they've been attacked too. The actual truth can only be brought to light once everyone's account has been thoroughly cross-examined and scrutinized. Doing so is one of my duties as a detective.
Well, when you put it like that, it makes sense.
So essentially, we need to analyze the case from various angles, correct?
You're a weirdo, that's for sure. Wouldn't it make things a hell of a lot easier to just assume we're the baddies?
What are you saying, Wald?
Listen up, you punk-ass detective. Let's say I do have this info you're so desperate to get. If I share it with you, what's in it for me?
Well, I'm guessing you won't be satisfied with just learning the truth.
Hell no, I won't. See, I'm the kind of guy who lives off of wrecking stuff and causing uproars. How about this? I'll give you what you're after if you can save my bloodlust right here, right now.
Are you out of your mind?
Let's have ourselves a little brawl. My gang versus yours. Kick our asses and you'll get all the info you need. Not a bad deal, right?
We aren't going to fight you, Wald. Self-defense is one thing, but as members of the police, we can't participate in meaningless fights.
Come on, man. Why are you being such a killjoy? If you're that afraid of getting pummeled, how about you just leave the two ladies here instead? You're pushing your luck.
Are you serious, boss? I don't know about that. It seems kind of scummy.
How even the minions are like, bro, that's too far. Even the minions are like, damn, what the hell, man? You're our boss, but that was low.
Shut up, you morons. What's the big deal? Just leave them with us for a couple hours while the two of you go on a little walk. Do it, I'll tell you everything. Sound good?
Actually, I have a better idea. Me and you, Wald. There shouldn't be any problems if we call it a friendly scrimmage. If I win, you tell me everything you know about the case. Is that good enough for you?
Wait, Lloyd, is that really a good idea?
Hey, hold on a sec.
A reckless idea, I must say.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? That red over there looks like he'd stand a chance, but you're like a twig compared to me.
Despite how I look, I'm still a detective. I've been through plenty of training. So I don't intend to lose to some two-bit street delinquent like you.
Bring it.
Didn't think there'd be another guy stupid enough to challenge me to a fight. Okay then, kid. Wald Wales, the Demon Smasher, leader of the Saber Vipers, accepts your challenge. If you think you can take me down, then show me what you got.
Alright, one-on-one. I now see why the guide I had said to focus on preparing. Oh, counter! Preparing on, Lloyd. Wald. Leader of the Saber Vipers, superhuman strength that shows in his great physique.
Charge!
Bro, you're gonna regret asking for a fight. Neck hang. Ogre slash. Ow. Apparently I got an achievement. Alright.
What? One?
Damn, not bad at all.
That.
Looks like you ain't old talk after all. Wasn't expecting you to go at it so hard like that.
Well, are you okay? Damn you, you'll pay for that.
Shut up, you dumbasses.
Is this guy even human?
By the way, not bad for a warm-up round. Sitting there, I consider going all out, but my showdown with that pretty boy's almost here, so I'll let you off the hook this time.
How thoughtful of you. So, mind filling us in on the details of the incident now?
Sure. You earned it, I guess.
Let's talk.
It all happened 5 nights ago. Those blue bastards jumped one of my boys. Happened right nearby here, too.
Had a feeling. Wait, what?
It's just like...
Then those cowards told you one of their own was attacked the same way. Of course, that's just something they pulled out of their asses. Now, saber vipers like to throw down, but we fight like men. You really think we'd pitch out and jump somebody in the dark?
How badly was your guy hurt?
Beat him till his bones started to fracture. He's in the hospital now, so it'll be a month or so till he's fully recovered. And like the blue bastards guy, he didn't pass out right after the pummeling started. He took a hell of a worse beating, that's for sure.
I see.
You guys definitely showed the testaments of the perps. If your guy's conscious right now, he must have seen who got him, yeah?
Yeah, why are you all quiet? Wait, did you not even see the attackers?
Guess not. It was definitely those blue bastards. I'd bet my life on it. After all, he was sniping one of their rocks.
I see.
a rock. Are you referring to the stones they launched with their slingshots?
Damn right I am. The shot knocked him flat on his ass, so the cowards took the chance to rush in and beat him down. He hung on for a bit and passed out. As far as I'm concerned, the culprits are obvious.
I see.
That's all I gotta tell you. I said before, and I'll say it again, I couldn't care less about the little details. I'm gonna put an end to that pretty boy and every last one of his blue bastards. Nothing else matters at this point. Want to interfere? Be my guest. I'll just have to crush you along with them.
You made your point, Wald. Anyway, thanks for your cooperation. I'm sure your statement will be key in solving this case. We'll contact you if we figure anything out.
Knock yourself out, kid.
Don't like talking to a bunch of dogs. Well,
This is quite confusing. A member of each group was assaulted. Perhaps they were being untruthful. On second thought, none of them seem to be lying.
it seems like there's a third party involved that's seemingly wanting to get the jump on both. That wants them both to destroy each other. But why?
Is something the matter?
You still recovering from the fight?
Huh? Oh, no, that's not it. I'm fine. Besides, he was going easy on me. I was just thinking that something doesn't add up.
How so?
Well, 5 nights ago, members from both groups were assaulted at the same time but in different locations. Even if they had coincidentally attacked each other simultaneously, with this many people involved, how likely would it be for them to be oblivious of each other's movements?
Oh,
You're right. None of them are pros at covert operations, so chances of that are slim as hell.
what if one group was ambushed and then retaliated in kind? That wouldn't explain it either. They would have taken precautionary measures to avoid facing retaliation from the enemy. Both sides were taken completely by surprise.
Exactly. Unless it's some wild coincidence, there has to be a third party that's trying to take advantage of both of them.
Isn't that right, Lloyd?
Yeah, there's definitely something off about this case. Feels like we're still missing a critical piece of the puzzle.
Looks like you guys could use a hand.
Whomst? You? Aren't you?
The report from the Crossbell Times. Hello, hello, everyone. We meet again. Cha-ching! Just scored myself a money shot.
I don't really care what photos you're given.
This is infringement on our right to privacy. Can't help it. Take pictures for as long as I have, and your camera develops a mind of its own. Who knows? Maybe I'll feature you in my next article. You guys should take any publicity you can get.
I don't think it works that way.
Do you intend to make a mockery of us again? What can I say? You guys seem to be a hit with the readers. More importantly, it looks like you managed to land yourselves neck deep in yet another juicy scoop. Maybe you'll be interested in helping me out with helping out little old me with my next big story. I'll even take you out for a nice meal as thanks for the article the other day. My treat.
No. What makes you think we'd share information with an ongoing investigation with a civilian? Let alone someone working for the media.
Oh, Phooey, don't sweat the details. And here I was thinking I'd treat everyone to some truly delicious Eastern cuisine. And offer you the critical piece of the puzzle for the dessert.
What?
So that's what you're playing at. Trying to reel us in with the old give and take.
Bingo! If you find yourselves getting peckish, I'll be at the Long Lao Tavern near the East Street exit. I'll head there first and drink by my lonesome until you arrive. Oh, come to think of it, I haven't probably introduced myself, have I? I'm Gracelyn, a reporter from the Crossbell Times. But you can call me Miss Grace if you like.
Gracelyn, a report from Crossbell Times.
This whole offer of hers seems jay as hell, but damn it, she didn't lay out some good bait. Might be worth seeing what her deal is.
Yeah, putting her bribery attempts aside for now, we should at least hear her out. We can't rely on headquarters to assist us, so we should take any help we can get for our investigation.
Agreed. As a reporter, I imagine she's fairly well informed. But we best be careful about what we say in front of her. I agree. She gave the impression that she was ready to strike the moment you let your guard down.
Ouch, talk about a harsh assessment. Well, that went pretty well overall. Before we do that, wait, we have to first go here. Alright.
I knew you'd come crawling to me. Don't be shy now. Have a seat. Like I promised, it's my treat, so get whatever you like.
That's awfully kind of you. We'll have to respectfully decline dinner. How about we stick to exchanging information?
Boo, you're no fun. Or are you trying to make a statement that you're impervious to bribes unlike the upper echelons of the CPD?
What?
I don't see a problem with it. If you're buying, I'd be happy to go to town with some free food.
I'd also accept so long as you do not have any ulterior motives. It's probably okay. I don't see any harm in sharing a casual meal together.
You too, Ellie?
Looks like you're the only one worried about Big Bad Grace's shady dinner invite, Lloyd. How are you ever going to become a pro detective if you're not willing to bend the rules once in a while?
Alright, I get it already. But no alcohol. Thank you very much for the meal.
This is delectable. The chef here is highly skilled. This food is very satisfying.
No, it's kind of hard to savor something with this tasty without a good drink. Come on, Lloyd, don't be such a hard ass. One sip ain't gonna kill me, you know?
Absolutely not. You know we're still technically on duty, right? We have to keep our wits about us at all times.
Yeah, whatever. Our leader's as stubborn as a damn mule.
I believe the problem is that you are far too loose with the rules, Randy. I'm gonna have to agree with him. Drinking on the job is highly inappropriate. Oh, you guys are so entertaining. Your personalities are wildly different, yet you fit together so perfectly. I think the four of you really make quite the team.
I hope you know that flattery isn't going to get you anything. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. We've now told you everything we know about the incident in the downtown district. I seem to recall you mentioning that you had the missing piece to the puzzle earlier. Isn't it about time you filled us in on it?
And what if I told you I don't wanna?
I suppose we would just never have to trust you again. Further, today would be the last time we would ever speak with you.
Oh, calm down. I was just messing with you. But I gotta say, you really are cute when you bust out that serious face of yours. Maybe because it's such a charming contrast to your usual soft, friendly disposition.
Okay, guys, how about we get back to work?
Yeah, that sounds fine with me. Thank you for the meal. Oh, don't be like that. I said I was kidding, didn't I? You want your puzzle piece right? Fine, I'll tell you. I promise. Where do I begin? Okay, first things first. Are you familiar with a group named Rivache?
Rivache? Oh, apparently 2 people here are.
That name.
Yeah?
Huh? What's up with you two? Your jaws just drop straight to the floor.
Rivache and Co. I believe there's a business in Crossbell registered under that name. Well, that's what they present themselves as, your average law-abiding citizens. The truth of the matter is that they're actually Crossbell's mafia. They've been controlling our dark underworld for a long time.
Wow.
The mafia? So they are a criminal organization then.
I need water. My gosh. Alright, let's try this.
Makes sense. I've definitely heard rumors about there being a mafia in Crossbell. Guessing this news didn't come as a surprise to either of you, yeah?
Yeah, it's very hard to be in the dark about them if you're a Crossbellian. Crossbellan.
Their organization has a vast network of connections, which includes some very powerful people. Based on what I've heard, it's because of this that the police find it difficult to take any action against them.
Guess the underbelly of society is pretty much the same no matter where you go.
So what does Revache have to do with this incident? More than you'd think. I've been hearing that Revache's bigwigs have been very active recently, suspiciously so. It's hard to pin down what exactly they're up to, but they're definitely getting ready for something big. Noticing this, I decided to do a bit of investigating on my own on the side.
So the Mafia's making a move. What could they possibly be up to? So the Mafia want the 2 groups to fight each other for some reason?
Whatever it is, it certainly sounds ominous. I have a terrible feeling about this. So that must be what brought you to the downtown district today, correct?
What?
Bingo, my friend. One of my sources let me know about 2 weeks ago that there were a few members of the Mafia snooping around the area. But they were dressed inconspicuously, as though they were trying to conceal their identities. Doesn't that smell awfully fishy to you?
They're trying to get the 2 groups to fight each other.
Yeah, it definitely stinks.
Agreed. Something feels off. Seems out of place.
It's unlikely that each gang would simultaneously and independently choose to attack one another. A third party orchestrating things from the shadows, however, would explain what happened. There's still something I do not understand. Why would a criminal organization want 2 delinquent groups to antagonize each other?
And there's the kicker, isn't it? Right, that's the million-mirror question. It makes sense if they already harbored a grudge against one another.
Right? As far as I know, there haven't been any serious conflicts between them before now. Though all three of these groups might be on the violent side, the Mafia are professionals. The gangs are amateurs next to them. Since there's nothing Revache stands to gain, I don't see a reason they interact with them at all.
What if all of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to off their rival group once and for all? If that's what's going on, I mean the attack on themselves was staged to throw off suspicion.
I'm a bit doubtful they'd go quite that far.
Yeah, I don't get the impression that Wazzy and Wald were on bad terms with each other. If anything, I felt like they had some sort of mutual respect for one another.
Oh, that's quite the astute observation, Lloyd. Color me impressed. You're right. As far as I'm aware, Wald and Wazzy view each other as good sparring partners. Originally, Wald's Saber Vipers were the only gang in the downtown district. However, that all changed 2 years ago. Wazzy showed up out of nowhere and established the Testaments. And we all know how Wald is, so he obviously went to go put Wazzy in his place, but
Wazzy took him down?
2 for 2. Wow, you're good. Despite his charming looks and small frame, Wazzy's a skilled martial artist. I already managed to take Wald by surprise with his lightning quick moves and pin him to the ground. Wow. I was not expecting that.
Damn, that cute little kid's really that strong. Guess you can't judge a book by its cover.
No kidding. From what I know from experience that Wald is no pushover either.
He might have underestimated Wazzy the first time, but they fought a number of times since then and are basically evenly matched. And I think they respect each other precisely because of that history that they share. I see. So they're not just rivals. They see each other as equals.
I suppose that rules out any likelihood that either of them formed an alliance with the Mafia to crush each other.
Right. And the respective gangs are so loyal, I doubt this could have been a few subordinates acting out of line. This can only really mean one thing.
I may have divulged a little more information than I should have.
Huh? How do you mean?
Well, I got some interviews to take care of, so I'll be off now. Kick some butt with your investigation. I'll be eagerly waiting a good scoop once you're done. Toodles.
Well, that just happened.
She certainly has her own unique way of doing things, doesn't she? But it's thanks to her that we're able to get some valuable information.
Yeah, knowing that the Mafia is likely involved with this mess is a huge leap forward in our investigation. Well, the real question is, why did the Mafia get involved in this? This is going to be a tough one to figure out with the limited evidence we have right now.
I do not recall seeing any relevant information in the police database either. Assuming it is there somewhere, it is likely left behind multiple levels of authorization.
So basically it's classified, huh?
That seems likely, considering all the people the Mafia has in their pocket.
Alright, let's head back to the SSS and see what Chief Sergei has to say about everything. As much as I'd love for us to solve the case, the situation is starting to become larger than what we can handle.
You're right.
Yeah, let's head back. Hopefully the old man will actually be there this time.
Okay, now we can do something that I was intending to do a lot earlier, apparently. Which is this. I'm gonna save the game here. Excuse me, Michael. We came back like you asked us to. So what do you want to show us?
Well, there you are. How cute of you to come running like a group of puppies when I call for you.
Ahem. Well, if I recall correctly, you mentioned you had some kind of plan to measure our competency, right?
You sure did recall correctly. If you're feeling up to the challenge, what do you say taking a little test?
Huh? What kind of test is it exactly?
No, it's nothing too complicated. I'll pick out 10 questions at random from our test bank we use in a written portion of the Bracer exam. That way, I'll be able to know if you're at least as knowledgeable as a junior Bracer if you manage to get all 10 of them right. However, if you were to fail...
There'll be no place for us to operate in Crossbell, where some of the continent's greatest bracers have gathered. Am I correct?
Man, talk about putting on the pressure.
So we missed one question. We're gonna be labeled a bunch of dumbasses. It's kind of a raw deal.
Oh, shut, not at all. I'm not doing this to put you guys down. That's just not my style. So here's a tip for you. You can study stuff that's going to be on the exam over at the public library in the administrative district. Remember, I'm giving you this test to see if you'll actually be worth your salt when it comes to helping the citizens of Crossbell. So, you guys up for the challenge?
Sure, we'll give it a shot.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yo, Lloyd, you sure about this?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, honestly. We had to take similar exams back at the academy. And besides, it's almost like I'm running away if I back out now. It wouldn't feel right.
I understand what you mean, and I agree. Likewise.
I guess there's nothing more to say then. Let's do this.
I like that feisty attitude. By the way, Lloyd, I get the impression that you were the leader of the group in a way. Want to take a crack at answering the question on behalf of everyone else?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Ooh, I love that look in your eyes. It's giving me the willies. Okay, boys and girls, let's get this party started. Oh, now, the first question. This will be a cute freebie to get you warmed up. As we all know, the orbital revolution brought forth the technological advancements of orbits to our continent. The question is, how many years ago did it occur?
Approximately 50 years ago. I'm pretty sure it happened about 50 years ago, right?
Bingo! Right you are, my friend. Don't let it get to your head, though. That was just a freebie. But really, it's crazy to think about how much orbital technology has advanced in the last few decades. Back when I was a little kid, I never would have imagined riding in something as fancy as an orbital car. It seemed like something straight out of some fairy tale.
Phew, that's one hurdle down.
Next question. Question numero dos. The driving force behind the orbital revolution was all thanks to one man's prototype orbit. This one's not our gimme, but who's the greater said orbit?
Professor C. Epstein. I know this one. It's Professor C. Epstein.
Huzzah! You got the right answer. Did you guys know that the people were skeptical of his invention at first? They probably just didn't see what the big deal was. But once people began to realize just how gosh darn useful they are, they quickly became an integral part of our daily lives.
The Epstein Foundation has made great efforts towards the research and adoption of orbital technology. That much is common knowledge. The orbital stuff I use for Comet also falls under the Foundation's research efforts.
Oh yeah, Tio totally mentioned that she's employed by the Epstein Foundation. That was a close call. She probably would have given me quite the glare if I screwed that one up.
Enough chit-chat. Next question. We all know that quartz are the key components of any orbital device, right? And to synthesize quartz, you need sepith. And when I talk about sepith, what specific form of septium am I referring to?
You're referring to septium fragments. I believe they're septium fragments.
Oh, heck yeah, you got that right, buddy boy. Septium fragments are refined into quartz, which we can then use in our orbital devices. Monsters are inherently attracted to septium, so they often end up munching on sepith. Feeding critters is an easy way to obtain sepith, so keep that info in your back pocket.
So far, so good. These questions are all common sense.
It's time to prepare for question 4. Our good friend, the Erebonian Empire, lies to the west. Its important and overwhelming existence can be felt by all of us Crossbellans. I imagine you've probably seen their emblem before. Do you recall what the symbol of Erebonia is?
The symbol of Erebonia is the golden stallion. I believe it's the golden stallion, right?
Hey, is what I'd say if you were wrong, but you were right. It's no secret that the pride of the Erebonian Empire lies in its unmatched military might. The golden stallion is a symbol of that power of theirs, and thus is on the country's emblem. There was once an order of knights in their empire known as the Einsritter. They were known for employing cavalry, so that may be why the empire adopted the golden stallion as its emblem.
Nice. Managed to get that one right somehow.
Now for question 5, we're almost halfway through this little quiz, so hang in there. The nation known as the Calvar Republic sits directly to the east of Crossbell, opposite of the Erebonian Empire. So exaggeration to say that Crossbell's entire history revolves around the long-term struggle for power between Erebonia and Calvard. Now your question is this: what is the name of the primary manufacturer of orbital and heavy weaponry for the Republic?
That is known as the Vern Company. Oh, this one's easy. It's the Vern Company.
Vern, baby, Vern! That's exactly right! Calvard's Vern Company and Erebonia's Rainford Company are famous as the continent's 2 largest manufacturers of orbital weaponry. However, it's not fair to only discuss their weapons development. They're also responsible for making vehicles, appliances, and plenty of other nifty items.
Phew, another question down. The lead-in for that one threw me off a little, so I'm glad I got it right.
Looks like we made a little past the halfway point now.
You're giving a valiant effort.
Nice job, fearless leader of ours. You keep up with this, you keep this up, and I'm sure you'll have no problems plowing through the rest of it.
You're doing great, Lloyd. I'm thoroughly impressed.
Come on, guys. I don't think I've been that impressive. It's all pretty common knowledge so far.
Though regardless of how well you're doing, you still got 5 questions left, buckaroo. I think you've had enough time for warm-up, so it's time I up the ante. Hope you're ready. Shall we begin? Up to the 6th question. The catastrophic event known as the Great Collapse befell our continent a long time ago. This disaster resulted in the complete loss of civilization and fractured people into different factions that waged war on one another for many centuries to follow. This period, now known as the Dark Ages, was eventually ended by one such faction that rose triumphant. They organized themselves to bring about order and justice to Zemuria, allowing for the rebuilding of society to begin. You probably know who I'm talking about, right?
The Fisherman's Guild? No, the Septian Church. It was the Septian Church, wasn't it?
It sure was. Good job paying attention in Sunday school. Around year 500 of the Septian calendar, the Septian Church emerged to spread the teachings of the sky goddess Idios. Their intent was to provide aid to those in need. The church's influence grew powerful enough to establish themselves across Zemuria, so the nobles and knights who ruled during the Dark Ages could no longer ignore them. The effects of Idios and her teachings can still be felt all across the continent to this day, as they are deeply rooted in our society.
Okay, good work on that one, Lloyd.
Anyway, on to the lucky number 7. The headquarters of the Septian Church is located in a city-state known as the Holy City of Arteria. The Holy City of Arteria is made up of various administrative organizations that handle specific tasks, like giving it a state-like structure. Among these organizations is one that handles the church's ceremonial rituals. Do you happen to know which organization I'm referring to?
You're referring to the Congregation for Divine Worship. Is it the Congregation for Divine Worship?
Bingo! Good job! That one was a tough cookie. Most priests found within the chapels and cathedrals across the continent are part of this branch of the church. There's actually a cathedral located outside the northern exit of the city that I offer the occasional prayer at. The archbishop in charge there is also from the Congregation of Divine Worship.
That was really tough.
Can you feel the burn? We're almost there. On to the 8th question. As we all know, the Bracer Guild has branches all across the continent, but what I really want to know is just where in Zemuria is its main headquarters located?
located in the Lemon State. It's in the Lemon State, obviously.
You're the man, 'cause right you are. Our headquarters can be found in Lemon State, alongside our biggest investors, the Epstein Foundation. In the event of a serious conflict, HQ can issue a direct order for all bracers to mobilize.
Huh, I see.
Time for the ninth question. You ever heard of that infamous thief that lives in Erebonia? He's a bit of a strange one. He steals precious works of art and then sends out calling cards with riddles on how to retrieve them. Also, his identity is hidden behind a mask.
Oh boy.
Apparently, people laud him as some kind of hero. Sounds a bit silly if you ask me. Anyway, I got a little off track there. Do you know what name this bad boy likes to go by?
Oh, how could I ever forget Phantom Thief B? I've actually heard of him before. What's his name, Phantom Thief B?
Unbelievable, you got it right. Looks like you've done your foreign affairs homework. His infamy transcends the confines of Erebonia, as people across the continent have heard of his misdeeds. None that is safe from his grasp either. He's stolen anything ranging from rare paintings and museums to a whole friggin' tank. Rumor has it he was recently running amok in Liberal. Who knows, maybe you'll run into him sooner than you think.
Yeah, I've definitely heard rumors. I'd like to avoid him if possible, though. I get the feeling we're gonna come across Ouroboros in some fashion, though.
Time for the 10th and final question. Erebonia and Calvert have been at each other's throats over the rightful ownership of Crossbill State for a while now. They've waged war against each other time and time again, causing grief and bloodshed for many innocent civilians. This situation became so severe that it was brought to the attention of Liberal's Queen Alicia. She proposed a treaty to the end to end the conflict between the two nations. The treaty was signed 2 years ago by 3 nations: Liberal, Erebonia, and Calvert. If you're truly cross-billing, then the answer to this question should be a no-brainer, right?
What was the name of the treaty signed by the 3 nations? The Non-Aggression Pact. You're referring to the Non-Aggression Pact.
And non-aggressive it was. That one should have been a gimme. The treaty was drafted with the intention of diffusing conflicts between any of the 3 nations via diplomacy as opposed to war. Prior to the signing of the treaty, tensions were at an all-time high in Crossbill State. I'll spare you most of the details, but both nations' armored divisions thought it appropriate to hold simultaneous military exercises at our borders. One single misstep could have had catastrophic consequences. I'm sure it would have triggered a full-scale war between the two of them. And so, Queen Alicia proposed this treaty as a means of preventing that from happening. We should all be extremely grateful to Liberal. They really saved our behinds.
No way I was gonna get that one wrong.
Oh, it's finally over. I was having so much fun. Good job getting through that.
Oh, thank God, yes, it's finally over.
Whew. Why don't we take a look at your score then? Wow, it was a perfect score. You're not just in line with with our junior bracers, at least. Looks like you got some potential in you after all.
Oh, well, that's a relief to know. Thank you very much. Wow, I didn't think you'd compliment me like that.
Dude, I was on the edge of my seat the whole way through. Finally glad I can take a breather.
I'm surprised Lloyd managed to answer questions outside of his area of expertise, too. I think I will ask him to assist me with filling in missing information for the database.
You guys are embarrassing me.
Anyway, I have a little reward for you for getting all those questions right.
Action 1? Oh, wow. You sure we can have this?
Yep, I didn't think you stood a snowball's chance in hand of doing so well, so think that this is my apology for underestimating you. It's all yours now, sweetie. Take it.
Well, if you say so. Thanks a lot.
This concludes our little quiz. Now that that's done, you guys better bust through your humps and work hard so us bracers can catch a breather every once in a while.
Yes, sir. We'll do everything that we can. Michael's test has been completed. A free ornament. Who would I want to give it to? It's just a single time one. I guess I can give it to... I'll give it to you. Alright. And apparently, that is every single side quest available in the game at the moment. In the game? No. In the prologue. I you know what? I'm gonna be real with you. I completely forgot we're still in the prologue. Now let me open up my guide once more and see. Oh god, every time I load up the guide on my iPad, it just it resets everything. Oh wait, there's actually one more thing I should do. Hang on. I want to go back to... I'm glad I looked at the guide one more time, because I would have actually missed something. I need to go all the way back to Trinity.
That's come, miss. I regret not reading my old man's medical textbooks.
Medical textbooks.
What the? Oh, it's just you guys again. You got a problem with that? Everybody has a secret or two. We dragged Hazel back here after he was assaulted to administer some emergency medical care, but he didn't regain consciousness. We ended up calling an ambulance and headed away until dawn before we could show him off. I may despise my old man, but I really regret not having him teach me some basic first aid techniques.
So that's what happened. You guys must be worried sick.
Yeah, strangely enough, the ambulance didn't depart for the hospital immediately after picking up Hazel.
Oh? How come?
Apparently some other person downtown got injured and sent to the hospital. It was some stinking saber viper. One of his comrades told us he got hurt. The ambulance ended up taking both injured victims to the hospital at the same time.
So members of both your groups were assaulted at the same night. Interesting.
How about some convenient timing, huh? Convenient? The time was horrible! Do you think we want to share an ambulance with some viper? Sorry, I lost my cool there. Hazel being hospitalized has me worried. My old man works there, so maybe I'll use him as an excuse to go visit Hazel tomorrow.
So apparently, by doing that, by talking to him again, we apparently get an extra DP. Just a single, but still. Any is better than none. From here, let's go ahead and head back to the SSS. We'll also save the game here. Detective, prologue. Yeah, we got Michael's test done. Okay, in that case, let's go ahead and head on to Sergey. Sergey!
No, you're back already. Managed to stop those delinquents?
Well, about that. We think the situation might be a bit more complicated than expected.
How so? Interesting.
Chief?
Alright. I'll leave everything concerning this case to you lot then.
Wait, what?
What do you mean by that exactly?
Whether you're willing to continue the investigation is entirely up to you. You won't be getting any info about Revachea and me either. You'll have to dig for it on your own.
How are we supposed to...
If I told you to stop the investigation, would you follow orders?
What?
The Mafia being involved in this case already overcomplicates things. As your supervisor, the most logical step for me is to order you to close the case immediately. Now, is that what you want me to do?
No.
If we gave up now, that'd just leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Randy's right, especially after learning as much as we have. I agree as well.
Well, I suppose if you naive kids slipped up and got yourselves hurt on my watch, I have a hard time sleeping at night. So I'll do you a favor and introduce you to a trusted consultant of mine.
A consultant? Who? A business card to Lloyd. Grimwood Law Office. Something about that name rings a bell.
It's located over on West Street. Run by a lawyer named Ian. Big bearded guy.
Oh, near the bakery, right? I remember talking to him a couple times when I lived in the area.
I've heard of him too. Mr. Grimwood mainly provides legal consultations to corporations and other businesses, right? But I believe he also offers his services to ordinary citizens too.
That's right. Between his beard and his build, the guy almost looks like a bear. So people have taken to calling him Grizzly Grim. I'm sure he's got loads of info on the Mafia. Who knows, he might even have new intel that even the CPD doesn't know.
Really?
That's quite impressive.
Just what kind of guy is this lawyer? You'll find out when you meet him. I've spoken with him previously about SSS-related matters. He'll at least hear you out if you tell him you're with the Special Support Section. I figure if nothing else, this will be a good opportunity for you to go and introduce yourselves.
Understood. We'll check in with him. West Street is just around the corner. Everyone okay with paying this law office a visit?
Of course. Shall we head out?
Shall we indeed? Yeah, there shouldn't be any more side quests in this chapter, in the prologue here. So we should be safe to go ahead and just plow through story. One thing I've noticed, the guide has kind of showed me this ahead of time, but there's also very few chapters in this game similar to the first game, where there was only like, what, 4 chapters or something. This game has like 5 or 4 or something like that. And I could kind of also tell that, not even having to have the guide, I don't even think having a guide would have prevented me from realizing that, because I think the bigger thing that told me that was the level of the game, like the max level seeming to be 50, I think. Having the level be that low definitely seems like, you know. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Grimwood Law Office. I believe this is the place.
Yeah, I've seen its owner around the neighborhood before. I had no idea he was such a prestigious lawyer, though.
Well then, Mr. Grimwood, I'm sure we'll speak again in the near future. Of course, I'll be there. Can your division do anything more to solve this, though? You should think a little more about how this will impact the citizens. Currying favor with the populace is not my responsibility. If you'll excuse me.
Who are you?
You four.
Is something the matter?
I see. So you're those pups that Sergei decided to adopt.
Come again? Hold on, that badge. You work for the CPD too?
Who I am isn't important to you. I imagine you're here to speak with Mr. Grimwood about something. Whatever it is, I hope you don't intend on wasting his time. Unlike you useless rookies, he's a busy man.
Excuse me? Bruh. What's his problem?
He looks like a detective from one of the investigative divisions. Here to be an arrogant type.
Maybe, but I get the feeling Specs there can hold his own. Did you notice the weapon strapped under his left arm?
Huh? Wait, he had a weapon? I didn't even see it.
Impressive observation, Randy. I detected it with my sensors. He carried a large handgun. Military grade, I believe.
He had a handgun?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Dang, guys.
You two are amazing.
It was nothing. I just managed to catch it out of the corner of my eye.
More importantly, should we not head inside and greet the lawyer?
Oh, right. I'm sure he's very busy, but we should still go ahead and introduce ourselves. Hello, sir.
Forget something, detective.
Hi there.
Oh, pardon me. I mistook you all for someone else. Welcome to the Grimwood Law Office. How can I help you today?
Oh, howdy, sir.
No need to hold back. If you have a question, ask away. You four look quite young. Have you gotten in some trouble with loans? Or perhaps you're looking to open a business together. Come now, ask me anything.
No, sir, it's nothing like that.
This guy's got a lot of energy for an old man.
So this is the famous Grizzly Grim. I see the rumors are true.
Hold on. Now I've taken a closer look. I can't help but feel as if I've seen you somewhere before, young man. Are you one of the kids that used to live in this neighborhood?
Oh, you remember me. That's right. I lived in one of the apartment complexes here around 3 years ago. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Lloyd Bannings.
So you did live here. Yeah, that explains why you look so familiar. Wait. Bannings? Then could you be Guy Bannings' younger brother?
Huh? Yeah, I am. You knew my brother then?
More than just knew him, Never mind. I suppose you're here to discuss something important. Come on in. You can fill me in on the details once we take a seat. Oh, where are my manners? I am Ian Grimwood, a lawyer and head of this law firm.
I like him.
I see. I was wondering when I would meet the special support section that Sergei told me he was putting together.
Oh, yes. Now that I think about it, I read an article in the Crossville Times about you. Certainly showed diligence and spunk right out of the gate, didn't you?
Well, they sure took some liberties with that article.
So guy's younger brother is a police officer now, too. My, how wonderful. You can only imagine this is Idios' will.
Mr. Grimwood, can I ask what your relationship with my brother was?
Well, the same one I expect you and I will now have. Guy used to drop by occasionally to share and exchange all sorts of information with me. As I'm sure you know, he was an incredibly talented detective. So I'd wager he ended up helping me far more than I was able to help him.
Wait a minute. Lloyd, your older brother was a detective.
Oh man, why didn't you tell us about him?
Sorry, I'm looking at something. Sorry guys, I guess it just never came up. Besides, guy's no longer with us.
You mean,
He was killed in the line of duty. About 3 years ago now.
oh,
That explains why you left Crossbell. What happened to Guy was truly was tragic. Believe it or not, I've conducted my own investigations into that particular incident. Sadly, any leads that may exist eluded me.
Is that so? Well, let's put that aside for now. It's not why we've come here today. Mr. Grimwood, we've explained our situation to you. Is there anything you can share with us pertaining to Revachey or its recent activities?
Revachey, huh? There's a name surrounded by nothing but sinister rumors. Illegal dealings with both the Empire and the Republic, sellings of stolen goods, Mira laundering, weapon trafficking, and even operating as the middlemen for hiring Jaegers. I'd say it's more than likely they'll take advantage of Crossbell's unique situation to aid them in each and every one of their long list of crimes.
What do you mean by unique situation?
what he means is, while trade and commerce have grown exponentially over the past few years, Crossbell's political foundation is quickly deteriorating, correct?
Well put. Crossbell and politics are currently in an extremely fragile state. The majority of politicians choose to align themselves with either the Empire or Republic. They're nothing more than greedy, power-hungry leeches. Even if some kind of legislation to crack down on Revachey was exposed, it would never pass. There are simply too many Diet members in their pockets.
For real? Damn. So it's corruption down to the core, basically.
Unfortunately, he's correct. The number of Diet members tied to the Mafia is higher than I'd like to admit.
It's literally just rotten to the core.
That's likely the main reason the police can't touch them. The issue seems quite complicated. Or perhaps I'm simply still too young to understand. Does that mean Revachey can commit any crime they want to with no repercussions?
No, hasn't gotten to that point yet. If the government were to turn a blind eye to any obvious crimes on their part, I'm sure it would send Crossbell and our surrounding nations into an uproar. Therefore, Revachey has been very careful to avoid directly interfering with the citizenry's daily life. However, as long as they don't actually cross that line, the CBD won't lay a finger on them. They've overlooked so many of Revachey's smaller crimes, they can't seem to see what they've all added up to.
I see. This can't be real.
Reality ain't so pretty. Behind all the city's neon lights, there are demons lurking in the shadows.
I can only wonder what sort of information is inside those highly classified documents.
Anyway, that's essentially all I know about Revachey. However, I need to mention that the situation with the Mafia has taken a turn.
Really?
Could you explain?
I hear that even the CBD has only just acquired this intel. But apparently a new faction strong enough to oppose Revachey has recently surfaced. By all accounts, they are quite powerful indeed.
New faction? Surely it's not the Bracer Guild, right?
No, this new faction isn't a threat to Revachey because they're looking to bring them to justice. They're a threat because they're in the same line of business. You see, there's a powerful organization that operates out of the Republic's eastern quarter. It's already managed to worm its way into Crossbell.
What?
You're certain of this?
Yeah, previous rumors on this organization turned out to be true, so I have no reason to be skeptical now. They're called Heyu.
Heyu?
Just recently, a new commercial unit registered under the name of Heyu Trading opened for business in the Harbor District.
Heyu?
The name certainly seems to be of Eastern origins.
If things go south and mean war between two organized crime groups, the pay fights we've seen between the street gangs would be nothing compared to that. You're absolutely right. At the very least, there haven't been overt signs of a dispute between the two groups just yet. However, I wouldn't be surprised if they began battling each other outside the public eye. The First Division seems to be keeping a close eye on the whole thing.
You don't say.
So the man with the glasses who left right when he arrived was...
Yeah, that was Detective Dudley, from the First Division. Coincidentally, he was asking me these questions on the same topic.
A coincidence indeed. Lloyd, you went all quiet all of a sudden.
Let me guess, you know something? Yeah, I still need time to sort it all out in my head, though. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to find the lead we needed to move forward with our investigation.
I'm just glad I could be of assistance. Sergey's always been a tremendous help to me, so personally, I'll be praying for your success. If you ever run into any problems, you're welcome to stop by here anytime.
I like him. He does give the feeling of like a big old nice teddy bear.
So what's the next course of action? Should we go back to the SSS building and sort through all the information we've gathered?
Good idea. Before we do that, now's the time to wrap up any unfinished business we still have to take care of. If my hunch about the truth of these incidents is correct, well, let's just say we're in for a bumpy ride.
Well, we'll just have to buckle up then, won't we? Anyhow, let's head back to the base once we crossed everything on our to-do list. Sound good?
Yes, it does. Let us make haste.
Are they thinking that Dudley could be involved in some way? I see that chest and it mocks me. Well, first off, let's go ahead and heal up. And then we'll go ahead and save on a separate spot. Let me go ahead and take one last revisit over the list of side quests for this chapter. The side quests for this chapter include... I should probably have the menu up while I do this, shouldn't I? This list of side quests include the lost item search, the vacancy verification, Michael's test, and that's it. That is it. What does the full-on guide say? Just make sure you have everything done. Just says to have enough items to scan enemies or whatever. I think 5 will be enough. Huh? What's that?
A message, maybe.
Eh? There's a note stuck to the bulletin board.
I got some errands to run. Wrap up the case however you see fit. Sergey.
Oh, I guess he stepped out.
Who wants to bet he ran away because the case seemed like a pain in the ass?
We cannot rule out that possibility. Well, at the very least, we can give him permission to solve this case however we like. So with that in mind, what's our next step? Should we review what we know?
Yeah, definitely. Start the meeting, inspect the mark on the table. It sounds like that once we do this, once we check this mark on the table, we are going to be locked into finishing the chapter, or the prologue, in this case. Honestly, I have no reason to not go ahead and just start it. Let's start the meeting. Let's get this meeting started. First off, we should review all of our info that's relevant to the case. The incident took place around midnight, 5 days ago. Members of both the Saber Vipers and the Testaments were each ambushed by an unknown assailant. However, the attacks occurred at 2 different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here. Yeah.
The Testament's member was attacked to the alleyway in the west.
And the Saber Viper got messed up in front of Ignis, which is towards the east.
In other words, the attacks happened at the opposite ends of the area.
Exactly. By spacing them as far apart, it prevented each group from immediately learning about the attack on the other. Both gangs took their wounded members directly back to their respective bases, and the victims were moved to the hospital the next day.
Weren't the victims transported there in the same ambulance?
Yeah, I can only imagine how much of a shock that was to the paramedics. The gangs, however, wouldn't be aware of the ambulance's passengers. So consequently, each group came to the conclusion that they were attacked by the other, which is what we confirmed today.
Yeah, the only answer that makes sense is that there was a third party involved. Unless both groups rehearse their accounts, chances are of either group being responsible for attacking the other is pretty slim.
Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attackers were the work of some third party.
So all we can do now is consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible. But we already have an idea who that third party might be. Isn't that right, Lloyd?
Yeah, they're the ones in control of Crossbell's criminal underbelly, the notorious mafia of Revachet & Co. According to the intel Grace shared with us, someone spotted mafiosos snooping around the downtown district a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to verify that credibility. But for now, let's continue to review with the assumption that Revachet was responsible for both attacks.
Well, that just brings us to the next question. What was their motive?
Exactly. Figuring out the answer to that is crucial. If we can't figure out their motive, we're all the way back to square one.
Motive, huh? There's hardly any conflict of interest between the Mafia and the two gangs.
There must be a line that connects these three dots together. I imagine you already have some idea of what it is, don't you, Lloyd?
Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course, but I think there's at least one thing that might connect these three factors. That is the presence of Heiyu. The only realistic possibility that comes to mind is Heiyu.
Alright, our grizzly friend mentioned them, didn't he?
That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now. In that case, though, what about Heiyu connects these three? In order for them to be connected, there must be some necessity. For example, was it this connection with Heiyu that made the attacks against the two gangs unavoidable?
Yeah, that would explain everything.
Oh?
What you thinking?
Well, about the necessity Tio mentioned, what do you think Revachet would do if they found out Heiyu was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbell?
Well, I imagine they want to build up their forces pronto. Recruit more people and upgrade their weaponry, you know?
Revachet should have no problems getting new weapons given their known smuggling operations. But how do they go about recruiting people? Destroy the gangs.
Good question.
Normally you'd hire Jaegers, but that's unlikely in Crossbell's case given the scrutiny of neighboring countries putting on us. So as long as the non-aggression pact stands, Erebani and Calvert would never overlook unauthorized Jaegers entering the state. The two Diet factions representing them would likely react to the exact same way too. Oh, that's it! Lloyd, could the Mafia be...
Recruiting the gang members.
Hot-blooded and more or less disciplined. Can't think of a more perfect pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city. But there are certain individuals in each gang preventing that, aren't there?
Right. I can never see Wazi cooperating with the Mafia. And I doubt Wald would bow down to any kind of authority, even Revachet. He is not the type of person who would allow others to boss him around.
So Revachet realizes it and plots to weaken the two gangs, intending to swoop in later and bag the remaining members.
So the goal of the Mafia then is to kill Wald and Wazi. That way it weakens the two groups enough for them to just steal the rest of the members.
Hell, that must be it.
Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory. All we've done is bring together the facts and try to make sense of them.
Oh, look at you being all modest.
I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far off from the truth, Lloyd. Your reasoning was sound and logical. Clearly, your detective certifications were well earned.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So, everyone, our next move should be to explain our theory to these two, don't you think?
Those two?
Hey, you don't mean...
I sure do. Wald, Wales, and Wazy Hemisphere. Leaders of the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Let's talk. It might be the only way we can get them to listen.
Station Street near near where the construction materials are stored. Asking me to come here alone in the middle of the damn night. Who do these police brats think they're dealing with?
Train!
Is that?
The last train bound for Calvert. Yes, I believe it was. I had a feeling it'd be you here.
Wazi?
Good evening, Wald. What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, this is rich. You pretend to be one of those CBD pipsqueaks to catch me off guard. You must think you're so damn clever.
Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. You're looking for a fight, I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this.
You know I'm always up for a bit of late night wrestling. But alas, I am but a mere guest at this rendezvous.
What does that mean?
You'll see soon. They just arrived.
Howdy. It's time we talk. You two need to know the truth.
It's you punks.
Sorry to keep you waiting, guys.
Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us?
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word exactly, but I'm sure you'll both find it interesting at least.
Hold the phone. Anecdote's fun. What the hell are you two going on about?
Oh, Wald, you're such a simpleton.
What did you...
Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago? They're here to tell us who they believe the culprit was, obviously.
The culprit? What do you mean?
Impressive deduction, Wazi. I assume you already had your own suspicions. Well, at first I wondered if one of my members had acted out of line. But as I started to sort things out, I realized that something was off about the whole situation. That goes for the Saber Viper side too. Sadly, that's as far as my deductions could take me.
I see. I'll make things easier to explain at least. Wald Wales, I know there are still gaps in our theories. Still, would you listen to what we've found so far?
Fine. Keep it short. Waste a minute of my time and I'll bash that baby face of yours in.
You're both being targeted. And that's what we come to with the information on hand. I'd like to hear each of your thoughts on it.
My, how unexpected. To think we played right into the Mafia's hands.
Does that mean you agree with Lloyd's theory?
But of course, after all, Revshay sent some of their agents to visit us already. They asked us to work with them, promising us the moon and stars for our service. Needless to say, I immediately turned them down and sent them on their merry way.
Huh. Interesting.
I sell things with one of them.
So, Wald, I assume the Mafia paid you a social call as well?
Yeah, about a month ago. They were acting all high and mighty, so I decided to show them what real strength looked like. Sent them packing real fast. Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull a fast one on me like this. Ozzy, I'm postponing our duel. First, I gotta warm up by crushing that smug mugs of those mobsters.
Wait.
Wait, you can't! Such a short temper.
Calm down, Wald. Attacking recklessly will just lead to...
The last time was merely a jest, but you really are a simpleton.
Say that again.
You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. Just imagine it. The leader of the Saber Vipers, Wald Wales, waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to slaughter. You won't stand a chance.
Shut it. We don't know what'll happen if we try.
Maybe you could survive. What about your poor little Vipers? Can they catch bullets with their teeth?
What do you propose we do then, you bony wise ass? You really expect me to just sit here and swallow the shame of having our men hurt like that? Huh?
Of course I don't. I believe that only a small part of the Mafia was actually involved in this little scheme. As such, there's no need to take the whole organization on, just a handful of them who have it coming. And I know just the way to get our revenge and ensure they never show their faces in the downtown district ever again. I require your help there, Wald.
You need my help.
Hold on, you two. What are you planning? If you do anything to break the law...
Oh, relax. If anything illegal happens, you'll be right there to stop it. After all, you're helping too.
We're doing what now? What am I getting myself into?
Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district? I'd claim that makes it your obligation to gently persuade the Mafia into leaving all of us down there alone. For good. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd.
Well... What exactly is Wazi talking about? I do not quite understand either.
Looks to me like he's about to sing his fangs into poor Lloyd.
Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here to share your grand theory. Isn't it only natural to see this case through?
Damn it, Wazi. Fine. 3 days passed since then. The confrontation between the rival gangs died down, fortunately. The downtown district was enveloped in an atmosphere so tranquil it bordered on eerie. Then... Is it time to fight back?
It's way too quiet here. We went through all that effort, and those dumbasses still haven't torn each other apart.
Don't you worry, those guys are dousing gasoline at this point. One small spark and everything will be up in flames. Those morons won't even know what hit them.
All we gotta do is find another underling or two and beat the crap out of them. Blue or red, doesn't matter. As soon as you see one, kick his ass.
And for your own sake, you better not get caught. Use a slingshot for a saber viper and just bash one of those testament guys from behind.
Got it. Let the hunt begin, boys.
Well, isn't that just a bit of a shame for you guys? Do 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 do.
One time, Blue Bunny down. Well, dumbass, fell right into our trap. We don't got time to waste. Rough 'em up, boys. Just be sure you don't kill him. This is just business. No hard feelings, okay? Think again! Sup? What? What the hell?
Man, I'm honestly a little shocked. I really didn't think you'd fall into our trap so easily.
Who the hell is this guy? Sup?
To tell you the truth, I'd be fine with cuffing you and taking you down to the precinct already. I'm not sure the force will find just this one sting operation sufficient evidence to hold you, so I'll have to let you go this time.
Oh crap, don't tell me this guy's with... He's a cop!
Not to worry, boys. He's just a special helper.
Dude, are you serious? How the hell did they fall for this?
Lloyd's prediction was impeccable. Are you alright, Lloyd?
Yeah, I'm fine. Putting that shock-absorbing pad under my hood was definitely a good call, though.
Damn it! They were onto us! Since when?
Well then, gentlemen, that raises the question. What will be your next move? Surrender peacefully now and I may be merciful towards your misdeeds. Or if you prefer, we can do the hunting this time. That may prove a bit entertaining.
Damn! Let's split up! Get him! Hey, hold on!
Two of you, come with me. Wazzy?
Hey, hold on a sec! Crap!
What should we do, Lloyd?
For me, Ellie, you follow me. Come with me, Ellie. Granny, Tio, I'll leave the other group to you.
Understood.
You got it. Damn it, I can't believe those little brats and police are involved. I'll need to contact headquarters and request backup. Hold on. If the boss finds out, oh, we screwed up. Oh, damn. Find him, we should at least. Where do you punk asses think you're going?
Yes!
What? When did you get here?
What's up?
Checkmate.
Yeah, that was easy enough. The ball's in Lloyd and Ellie's court now.
So,
Damn, those morons.
Don't have much choice now. We'll have to go from the back.
you sure you want to come back here? Howdy, boys!
A valiant effort, but no dice.
Where'd you come from? Jump for it!
Where do you think you're going? You got nowhere else to run now.
Phew, that was quite the wild goose chase, wasn't it? Sorry to disappoint, but our fun little game of cops and robbers has come to an end. Surely you've realized the best option is to surrender, no?
Ah, look at you cocky little brats. You think you're so damn smart? We're about to show you what happens when you force professionals to get serious. I hope you live to regret it.
Seems like they want to fight after all. But I, for one, am happy to oblige. I can continue to count on your support, right, Lloyd?
Funny enough, I almost did the same thing. Let's do this.
They're coming.
Let's do it. Wow, we actually get you on the team? So what do you got? Phantom Rush, attack 1, speed minus 50%, restrains the enemy with rapid strikes, broad axe, a roundhouse kick that with plenty of weight behind it. That's an area attack. Deadly Heaven, unleashes a series of rapid kicks to weaken and rout a foe. Icicle Edge, Firebolt, Sparkle, Soul Blur, Tear, Innocence Arc, Chrono Down, and Forte. Well, I'm going to start with Battle Scopes. Mirror Rocher. Alright. Ow. Let's see. Wait, hang on. No resistances. In that case, let's try and go for Sparkle. If we can hit him with a Sparkle, then that might actually prevent him from doing anything. Well, that's problematic. Let's try Burning. Punchy! There goes one. Just this guy left. Just keep spamming him. Phantom Rush! Oh! Easy peasy. Stun break.
You damn kids!
Phew, I thought they weren't going to be I knew they weren't going to be pushovers, but that was tough.
One appeared to be using military-grade firearm, too. The newest model manufactured in Ereboni, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure that's just one of the many kinds of weapons their group smuggles. By the way, Lloyd, I must say, you played your part as Bape to perfection. The dramatic confrontation in 4, it looked so real, you had me on the edge of my seat. Well, your plan didn't give me much of a choice, did it? I wasn't about to let anybody else put themselves in harm's way. And so you volunteered to take the role of Bape for yourself. I was worried sick, you know.
Sorry, Ellie.
That soft-hearted nature of yours is sure to cause problems in the future. Although I don't necessarily find that to be part of you to be a turn-off.
Huh?
Anyway, I was able to exact my revenge, and it was all thanks to your help. Your cooperation has been much appreciated.
And what about the other? Yeah, they're dead.
Cocky little, where are you getting off? Acting like you won. Now have you done it, you sons of bitches? From this town, you made an enemy of Revochet. Damn rookies will rule the day. All the die members are on our payroll. Don't think you'll be able to get away scot-free.
Is that what you think?
What?
Looks like you haven't taken your lesson to art yet. New plan. I'm gonna hang you dumbasses upside down like a bunch of punching bags and beat the absolute piss out of you.
Please.
Wait, Wall, that's going too far.
Don't worry, you can leave the rest to us. Well, try not to get too carried away, okay? These guys are professionals after all. They could bite back even stronger next time if you mess with them too much.
Yeah, whatever.
How about this, boys? Why don't we keep this friendly little spat to ourselves? I got pros like yourselves want your bosses to find out you got your ass handed to you by a bunch of brats like us. Such a pathetic report wouldn't go over well now, would it?
Get bent, asshole. You'd be too large under if we were taking you seriously.
My, I'm no lawyer, but if you ask me, it's probably in your best interest about now.
Grace! That picture is worth a million mirror at this point. Grace, what are you doing here?
I've been keeping my eyes peeled for my favorite new rookies these past few days. And much to my expectations, what an absolute feast of information you've given me. Oh boy, I'm dying to write. I have a riveting tale in my next article about this unlikely operation.
What, you're just some bitch from a local wreck. You gonna take Ravshay on, huh?
Well, circumstances are more complicated than I care for, so I won't reveal your names. However, if you bad boys are caught pulling another stunt like this, I can't make any promises.
Fine, whatever. We'll be going now. But if you don't keep your word, lady...
Yeah, standard issue threat, I got it. To be fair though, you're the ones that should be worrying about keeping your promises. We don't want to be in hot water, would we? Cross that line again and the little birdie told me you might find the bracers on your tails.
What?
The bracers?
Just a little FYI, Arias was strongly considering taking over this case. Naturally, being as in demand as he is, he was totally up to his neck in requests. He figured he'd leave it to you guys in your guys' hands this time.
Is that true?
He's keeping tabs on us, huh?
That appears to be the case.
Oh, hell no. As if we'd ever be moronic enough to make an enemy of Arias McLean.
There's no point in staying at this dump any longer. We're out of here.
Well, that worked out.
Oh boy, Arias McLean, the divine blade of wind. I've heard my fair share of his exploits, but I didn't think the name alone would be enough to send the Mafia packing.
The hell with this shit. Screw it, show's over, boys. Get your asses moving. We're leaving. Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, seems like we saved these two groups.
I must say, I couldn't have done it without your help. So I'm assuming this means mission accomplished for you.
Yeah, I suppose so. Though I guess our original mission was only to stop that one fight between your gangs a few days ago. Anyway, you should not have a reason to go to war with Walt anymore, right?
What are you going on about now?
What?
Whether the Mafia's involved or not, it's not like our relations with the Saber Vipers are going to change overnight. We're still going to view each other as a blight on our territory. That won't change.
Sure, there probably won't be another large conflict between us for a while. But our regular scuffles are bound to continue, no doubt about it.
Hold on now.
If you don't want our future fights to get out of hand, you're more than welcome to try and stop by and intervene when the time comes. Perhaps you could even join in on our amicable little disputes. I'd welcome you with loving arms.
I don't get the impression that he's joking in the slightest.
Well then, I wish you sweet dreams, everyone. Let's return, Abbas.
Our crusade has ended. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir.
Welp.
What an incorrigible group of men.
Yeah, leave them be. They're just a bunch of high dudes raring for a fight. Nothing you can really do about it.
For once, you might be right. More importantly, we successfully resolved our mission. Isn't that right, Lloyd? Yeah, for sure. It just doesn't feel very satisfying for some reason.
We're still not good enough. We had to rely on someone else to finish the job yet again. How was that? Did I nail it?
What useless little petty pride.
There's something wrong with accepting a little help in times like these. How else are you gonna uncover the full truth? Only once you've understand this can you truly call yourself a detective. Just like your brother.
You know Guy? Huh?
Well, I think it's time for me to head home now. I gotta go exfoliate. You'd be surprised how much I work to keep my skin this flawless. Anyway, night-night.
She's an enigma.
Man, your brother was pretty famous, huh, Lloyd?
Judging from what I've heard, it sounds like he was an extremely talented individual.
When he was on the job, there weren't a lot of people that could outrank him when it came to proactiveness and persistence. At any rate, our mission is accomplished. Let's return to the SSS building and give Chief Sergei our report.
I think I get the picture. I guess you guys did pretty okay for a bunch of rookies, huh? You pulled what little experience each of you had and found a way through.
Thank you, sir. That is a compliment, right?
Anyway, I'm sure you caught a glimpse of it during this case. Thorny, problematic side of Crossbell.
It's corrupted, basically. Well,
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a pain in the ass.
Crossbell's seedy underbelly, a complicated hotbed of corruption hidden just below the surface. It's true.
Let me just remind you guys that the people over at CPD headquarters are anything but incompetent. Sure, some idiots decide to trade away their dignity for bribes. Most of our detectives are pretty damn capable. They got morals and a sense of justice. However, they're often stopped by certain barriers. Politicians and public officials sold their honor to the Mafia, for example. So how about it, Lloyd? Ready to turn in your badge and become a bracer?
no, sir. These barriers are the reason the Special Support Section was established, right?
Huh?
Protect civilians above all else. The Bracers Code is admirable, but it has its own limitations. Some problems can't be solved by that alone. Smuggling and illegal arms dealing, the sale of stolen goods and mural laundering, collusion between the Mafia and government officials. These are all problems that lie outside the Bracers' jurisdiction. So basically, we're Bracers, but for a different side of things.
He's got a point.
So even the power of the supporting gauntlet has its limitations.
However, as police officers, we have the power to right these wrongs. Countless barriers may stand in our way, but the possibility of getting over them isn't zero.
He's right. We as the SSS can create opportunities others can't for true change in Crossbell. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Yeah, but hopefully I'm not being too optimistic.
I do think that reality is not as simple as you make it out to be. However, I agree that the possibility is never zero.
Take a look at this guy, would ya? Doing with that of a delinquent group, volunteering as bait to lure out the Mafia. Here I had you pegged as a serious type, but it turns out you're as hot-blooded as they come.
I'm not really sure if hot-blooded is the right term, Randy. Still, working with all of you on that last case helped me realize this. While it's true that we're still inexperienced, as long as we stick together, no matter how high they may be, there isn't a single barrier we can't overcome.
Lloyd,
Well, how about that?
perhaps the cheesiest speech yet.
You don't have to laugh that hard, Chief. You think I have my head in the clouds, don't you?
I think you're fine the way you are. While it's true that the SSS was created under some complicated circumstances, it's your guys' job to decide where we go from here. Use this division however you see fit.
Chief,
I might not be able to give you much direct assistance with your missions. If you end up pulling some crazy stunt and take off HQ, I can at least toss you a bone and cover for you guys.
we appreciate it, Chief.
I see you prefer the laissez-faire approach.
Jeez, being understanding is one thing, but this is getting closer to carelessness, Chief.
Perhaps laziness is more apt.
Just one of the perks of being a no-good adult. Will the SSS remain a pale imitation of the Bracer Guild? Or will it become something new? Something that creates new possibilities for the city? I, for one, am going to kick back with a cigarette and watch the fireworks.
Prologue, the Special Support Section, and... 41 points in total, gaining the information courts. Welcome to the Force. We are finally officially out of the prologue. Shall we continue? Seems like you had a rough month, Arios.
Sounds like you had a rough Marios.
It's fine. Nothing new as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm here regarding my payment.
No problem. Via IBC as usual, I assume. Look, seeing as I'm the one giving you all these requests, I'm sure I'm the last person to talk. But maybe you should consider reducing your workload, just a teensy bit. I can only imagine how lonely poor Shizuku must be. Oops, sorry, I said I wouldn't bring this up anymore, didn't I? Oh, that reminds me. Headquarters contact me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer.
Are they seriously still on it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. How many more will it take?
Well, can you blame them? I'm sure they're just desperate to find someone to fill the gaping hole Cassius Bright left when he quit.
Oh, is he trying to be recruited by Liberal?
Didn't you two train under the same master?
Ah.
You're basically equals when you look at your stats for the guild, so hurry up and accept already.
Well, that may be true on paper. We're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. To be honest, even being considered as equal is far more than I deserve.
No, don't give me any of that. We both know that isn't true. What about that case in Remiferia? The Grand Prince himself represented you with the Medal of Honor. If you ask me, that's more than enough of a qualification.
I have to disagree. I never truly resolved the issue. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I'd actually intended to refuse the medal.
Gosh, Arios, you're the regular stick in the mud, you know that? Come on, accepting that promotion will drop your workload a little bit. You've done over 100 requests this month alone for Arios' sake. That can't be healthy.
Jesus Christ, Arios, are you okay?
Well, I certainly don't feel like I bit off more than I could chew. Traveling for work isn't nearly as strenuous now that there are more trains and flights coming in and out of the city. And besides, those 2 bracers transferring here should help reduce my workload a bit.
Oh, you mean those kiddies? I suppose you're right. They might be rookies, but I see a lot of potential in them. And at the very least, they'll be much more dependable than those kids in the special sports section.
Anyone home?
Would you speak the devil?
Who is it?
Come on in. We're upstairs.
Second floor? Gotcha.
Thanks for having us. Who is it? What? 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 What do you mean?
Hey, Michael. Holy smokes, is Arias here too?
What are you two doing here? I'm glad we managed to catch you while you're in.
Yes, it's quite a lucky coincidence. It's been 3 months or so, hasn't it? Glad to see you're both doing well.
Never imagined we'd be seeing you two transfer into our little branch. This is just fantastic. Now that you're both here, we'll have Crossbow clean up in no time flat.
We may be good, but we're not that good.
We'll do our best to live up to your expectations.
Oh, but where are our manners? We should introduce ourselves first. I'm Estelle Bright, a senior bracer.
Joshua Bright, also a senior bracer. Officially reporting for duty at the Bracer Guild's Crossbow branch. Are you freaking kidding me? Chapter 1, Afternoon of the Wolves. I wasn't expecting to see them. Are they gonna be our rivals? Oh god. We're not gonna, like, we're not gonna have to go against them at any point, are we? Please don't. I'd be horrified at that. Why are they here? They should be here! The chief sure is late. I'd like to start a morning meeting soon if we can.
I really don't think we can begin without him.
I would have slept in if I knew he'd just be waiting around. Waiting up noon, hitting the casino, letting the good times roll to the wee hours. That's the life.
The life of a hopeless reprobate.
Sorry I'm late, everyone.
I can't believe we're already seeing Estelle and... I mean, I had a feeling we'd see them in some capacity eventually. Not the first freaking chapter! Chief Sergei, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Shall we start the meeting now?
No need. Just got a call from HQ. You guys have been assigned a special mission today. Congrats.
A special mission?
I'm getting some bad vibes already.
Is it similar to the previous one?
Don't look at me, they didn't give me any details. You'll have to go to the main CBD building and find out for yourselves. The client will be waiting for you there.
Oh dear, I'm scared now that we know that Joshua and Estelle are here. Can we be friends with them? And not, like, antagonists, potentially?
Oh, here we are again for another visit with Vice Commissioner Jackass. You can only imagine what he wants to bitch at us about this time.
Remember what we were told this was about a client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain.
I have a sinking feeling he will find a reason to scold us regardless. know what you mean. We can't let it get to us, though. I'm scared. There's now a there is a non-0% chance that at any cutscene, they will just appear.
Lloyd Vans reporting in. The special sports section has arrived.
Come in.
Excuse us. Hi there. Oh, I recognize that uniform.
Crossbell Guardian Force, right?
Oh, help.
My. Is that how you greet a former superior officer, Randy Orlando?
Randy has suddenly just gotten PTSD.
Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours?
Oh, no, I was, just surprised to see you here, that's all.
You two know each other?
Your reaction is that of a man with a guilty conscience.
Oh, shit. Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the CGF.
Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force?
Please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. Is she that distinguished?
Oh, you have no freaking idea. She is the CGF's second in command after all. Taking into account her expertise and how much pull she's got in the force, she might as well be in charge.
How do you use detectives? So you're the special support section I've heard so much about.
Yes, ma'am. We were told you were looking to submit a support request with us, is that right?
You should feel honored, rookies. That's unheard of for useless greenhorns like yourselves to be called upon by the Deputy Commander herself.
Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here.
But... Understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am.
Thank you. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bayos, as Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter. Let's begin with a brief overview of the situation.
Who is this girl beside you, by the way? An investigation of monster attacks.
That's correct, Detective. Several locations throughout Crossbell have reported similar cases of monster attacks over the past month. We'd like for your division's cooperation in investigating this matter.
Okay. Wait just a moment, please. He wants to investigate attacks that have been happening outside of Crossbell City.
Do you take issue with that?
No, ma'am, not at all.
Ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, the CGF is already conducting its own investigation into the matter, correct? Concerning that, is there even room for us to help? Yes, plenty in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered to write these off as ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping the investigation will benefit from a different point of view.
A different point of view?
A trained detective, to be exact. One that will differ greatly from a guardsman. By that reasoning, however, I shouldn't specifically need the special support section. I could have, for example, gone to the renowned 1st Division for their assistance instead.
Well, I would love to introduce you to them, but as you know, they're preoccupied with their duties.
As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances had led to us seeking the aid of the SSS. Are there any objections?
No, ma'am. We'll gladly accept your request and aid you in your ongoing investigation. How exactly would you like us to assist?
Sergeant Major Sika. Yes, ma'am. Hey, here you are.
Oh, thank you. Wait. Huh? She seems...
Is something wrong?
I'm fine. My apologies. I can't help but feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Monster damage report. Okay. A report.
It appears to be a case file from the CGF. Correct. It contains all of our findings thus far. We prefer if you began your investigation having only read that file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work.
I see. In that case, we'll look through it as soon as we're done here.
We'll leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so don't hesitate to contact us if you discover anything.
Roger.
My apologies for the disturbance, Vice Commissioner.
No, not at all. Feel free to drop by at my office at any time.
Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Randy.
Well, you know, I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border and doing drills all day.
Good to hear. I'm glad my efforts to transfer you here were worth it. Let's head out, Sika.
Roger.
I'll be taking my leave.
Phew, man, oh man.
So she was your superior officer back in the Guardian Force, Randy.
Sure was. She wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of tips and pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. You cross that lady and bam, full nightmare mode. She'll scare the piss right out of you.
Knowing Randy, I can only assume his terrible work ethic set her off on multiple occasions. I can absolutely see that happening.
Yeah, Randy doesn't exactly inspire the best confidence.
He has a knack for getting in trouble with women.
On that note, do you know the girl that was accompanying the deputy commander, Randy?
No, never seen her before. I bet a pretty mirror that she's in the Tangram Gate division of the CGF. Those guys assist Deputy Commander Bales with her work. Oh, wait just a sec. Don't tell me you're taking offense to her. Well, Lloyd, was it love at first sight?
Well,
Why are you two staring at me?
what? No, it was nothing like that.
I just had a strange feeling that I'd met her somewhere before.
Ahem.
Oh, right.
How much longer do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office spewing this pointless drivel? Don't tell me. Is that a set plot by your good-for-nothing Sir A to have you come here and humiliate me?
No, sir, definitely not.
We're terribly sorry, sir. Please excuse our rudeness.
Go on, get out of here. To think that every single one of you ignore my warning. You should know full well what awaits you then.
Well,
Hey now.
Whatever, enjoy the little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. Why don't we transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it? We can boot that damn Sergei out along with you.
If you'll excuse us.
Vice Commissioner Jackass strikes again. I swear as soon as I step in there and see that dumb tuft of hair on his head, my blood pressure spikes.
A pathetic attempt to stave off a receding hairline.
damn.
I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescendingly vulgar tone with us.
Let's just try to forget about him for now, guys. We should head back to the SSS building and go through the report. After that, we'll need to decide on the direction our investigations should take.
Right, Lieutenant Colonel Bales gave the impression that these weren't ordinary monster attacks. I am curious what she meant when she said too many questions remain unanswered.
So, some kind of strangeness is happening with the monsters? Summary. There's been a recent string of attacks by unidentified monsters throughout Crossbell. The Guardian Forces perform an investigation in an attempt to evaluate the incidents. Witnesses at each of the 3 locations report seeing or hearing wolf-like monsters. The following 3 pages will detail each case. 1. Amorica Village. Day and time was 3 weeks ago at night. Location, the entire village area. The damages were crops and livestock of all families damaged to varying degrees. Damage not discovered until morning after, according to the village chief. Eyewitnesses? There were none. All villagers were asleep at the time. Other evidence? Various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints found in areas outside the village. Wait, what? Various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints found in areas outside the village. Huh. Well, already I can see there's an oddity with that. It makes sense. I mean, I guess it makes sense that you would see canine prints out in the village because, well, they would have to go through the village itself to go and attack the different things. However, why aren't there prints outside of the village? Because how would, like, I mean, there would have to be prints out there for them to leave, right? Number 2, St. Ursula Medical College. Day and time was 1 week ago at night. Location, hospital premises. The damages were, 1 medical resident was attacked and wounded by a trespassing pack of monsters, found by hospital staff the morning after. The eyewitness was an injured resident, reported seeing black, wolf-like monsters. Other evidence were none found near the scene of attack. Statement was vague and possibly inaccurate. The Maine's Mining Village. Day and time was 2 days ago, 10 p.m. Location in front of the inn. Damages were 1 miner heading home was injured by a pack of monsters. A colleague rushed to his aid. Eyewitnesses include 2 townspeople who saw wolves escaping. Other evidence, prints discovered near the scene that resembled those found in Amorica Village. The mining equipment in this town was damaged. This is now the 3rd instance. Patrols may be necessary. Strange. This is worse than I thought.
So it really is happening everywhere. It seems most of these incidents haven't been reported by the media yet, though.
Yeah, there's something fishy going on, no question. These are definitely not your typical monster attacks.
Do you know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are native to Crossbell?
I'm not sure actually, but clear paw prints were found at the scene of each incident. So I think it's safe to say the creatures like this exist and are in the area.
The Guardian Force's investigation still hasn't confirmed their existence, right? That's a little disconcerting.
For real. These monsters must be pretty damn crafty if they're able to pull off all these attacks without ever being seen. I mean, shouldn't they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead?
Probably so. I'm not certain we will be able to contribute much to this case. Lloyd, what's the matter?
Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again?
Not exactly. I was just thinking. I know these are monster attacks, but why don't we treat this as we would any other investigation?
Well, I suppose the deputy commander did say she wanted to detect this point of view. Should we search for clues as per usual?
Yeah, and if we treat this a series of attacks as all being part of one large case, who would be our culprit?
Obviously these wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? Sounds like a pack of them's been moving together.
I don't know why I gave you that voice for a second.
Obviously these wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? Sounds like a pack of them's been moving together.
True, and with that in mind, what would the profile and motive of the culprits be?
Huh? Motive?
Yeah, there wasn't really an obvious motive there, was there? Because... Now, if it was wolf-like creatures, then the first case makes sense. Attacking livestock and crops makes sense. If it's wolves or something like that, they're probably just doing it for sustenance, whatever, yeah? However, that doesn't explain the other two incidents where they just attacked people. That doesn't really make sense. It doesn't even sound like they killed the people, it just sounds like they attacked them.
Oh, I understand now. You're saying that a motive isn't apparent from these reports.
Exactly. If these monsters are as intelligent as we suspect, they would typically stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, the medical college would be the last place they'd look for food. There has to be some kind of hidden truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior.
Logically speaking, that does make sense. I suppose we settled on a direction for our investigation then.
I think so. We'll start by visiting the affected areas and gathering information from anyone connected to the incident. By doing things our way, we'll be able to supply the CGF with some supplementary info at the very least.
I agree. Every little clue and lead we can find will go towards helping the Guardian Force.
Phew, that's a relief. Here I was thinking we'd be spending the day blindly hunting monsters in the mountains.
So Lloyd, where do you suggest we begin our investigation?
Let's see. How about we start with the Amorca village, the first area that was attacked? Considering the Amorca report was the most detailed, maybe we'll be able to gather enough clues to start building a profile of the monsters.
That sounds like a good start. Amorca village is northeast of Crossbell City, right?
Yeah, we should be able to get there by taking the bus from the east exit. And needless to say, this is our first mission outside the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we're well prepared, or we leave well prepared.
Make sense?
To be safe, we should check any new support requests that have come in too.
Well, there are two things I want to do before we actually head out for today. The first of which is, of course, overdue book retrieval. That. Hang on. Oscar? Oscar? That sounds familiar. Anyways, before we do that, the other thing that's valuable to check out, I feel... Hey!
It's good to see you all.
Hello again, Arios.
It's been quite some time, hasn't it?
There's no need to be so nervous. You did a fine job handling the incident downtown. You were able to resolve the matter before we intervene.
Oh no, it was nothing really.
Bet he would have settled the whole thing with a single swing of his blade.
I cannot help but feel like he has us dancing in the palm of his hand, as they say.
Those two. Wait. Currently rescheduling. Damn it. Game, you are teasing the hell out of me. Before we actually go ahead and end for today, there's one last thing I would like to try and do. Northeast well, actually, yeah, northeast exit. I want to see if I can just walk out. And I want to see if walking out will just let us, like, go into an area where we can fight monsters and all. I think you can potentially see what I'm getting at here. I don't know which route I'm supposed to go. We're going to be doing side quests next time. Don't worry. It's just, if I'm going to have time to do what I want, then I'm going to want to farm. And it might be better for me to have an area where I can farm more easily. Assuming I can figure out where I need to go for farming. This way? Oh, hey. No! Damn it! Oh, shoot. Boss! What? No!
We just barely missed it.
Damn, that ain't our luck. You got any idea when the next one's coming?
I think it shouldn't be too long of a wait.
According to the schedule here, the next bus will depart in approximately 2 hours.
No, we're not waiting that.
2 hours?
Seems like you were a little off the mark there, Lloyd.
Well, that's just great. I was hoping we could make it to the hospital later today, but so much for that. I guess we could start investigation somewhere else for today, but honestly, I'd rather not.
Where would I? I would have only just... We've only just decided on how to proceed, too. Given the circumstances, can we not simply walk to Amorca Village?
Huh?
Theo,
Oh, there, you can't be serious.
judging by the distance shown on the map, I would estimate that it takes approximately 1.5 hours to walk there. Conversely, sitting and waiting for the next boss will see us there in 2.5 hours. As such, would it not be more efficient for us to walk to Amorca? When you spell it out like that, it certainly does make sense. I've actually heard stories of how beautiful the countryside along the road can be. Perhaps it'd be more enjoyable if we think of it as a fun little hiking trip, right?
Dude, these guys seriously trying to convince themselves this will be a fun little stroll?
It's painfully obvious they've never trekked the highway by foot.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, nothing really. You know, monsters tend to roam the highways. Are you two okay with that?
I hadn't thought of that. We've entered into the Geofront though, so I think we'll be fine if we run into a few monsters here and there. Additionally, I still need to accumulate more combat data for my oboe stuff. But I'd actually prefer getting some additional combat experience.
Alright, you convinced me. Let's walk.
Right, let's get going. I'm actually looking forward to this a little now. Had I known this would happen, I would have prepared us a lunch. We could have had a cute countryside picnic on the way. That's true. We should arrive at the village by noon, however. Perhaps we can have lunch there once we arrive.
Hey, Randy. It's us to protect them if they get worn out on the way there.
Don't worry, I got this, man.
I love the contrast between... I love the relationship between these characters already. This is a pretty little highway. I see. So are there monsters right here? Ah! Well, let's first off run from battle. Ah! And let's walk back here. Hang on, I'm gonna try a different thing first. I want to make sure. How long of a walk is it to there? If I go through here, is there gonna be a cutscene that plays? That is an egg with a face on it. There are a lot of enemies here. Holy crap. I'm gonna have a hell of a time farming here. But thankfully, you guys won't have to deal with that. I will get to deal with that on my own, and I will have fun with it. I don't know why, I just like farming, okay? It's a great time for me to just put up a good video or two for me to watch on the side or listen to on the side, and then just speed through and get as broken as possible. It's so fun to me. I don't know why. But again, that's not something I imagine anyone else wants to do right now, so I'm going to do it on my own time, and we are going to end here for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you all later. Peace!